JustCallMo.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
England is beginning its World Cup journey, and Captain Harry Kane feels optimistic about their chances to lift the trophy for the first time in 60 years.
It's one of the best opportunities we will have as a team to win it, and I think everyone is eager, to first of all, just start well.
England taking on Croatia today. Last night, Lionel Messi scored 3 times for Argentina, tying the all-time World Cup goals record.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a banger of a show this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Animal House. Kenny Towrier drops by from the Pet Alliance of Orlando. Maybe, just maybe, he'll have a friend.
Oh, I'm sure.
Scott Maxwell will join us as well from the Orlando Sentinel. On the 5 o'clock hour, we talk to Oviedo Mayor Megan Sladak. We'll talk about how the proposed legislation for property taxes will affect Oviedo residents. We'll end it up with some Ross thoughts, and you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
You can put lipstick on a pig.
407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook, at The Jim Colbert Show, on X, just at Jim Colbert Show, and of course all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube, watch us do the show live, get involved with our question of the day in the chat room. You could also send a talkback if you like. If you have a comment, that's easy to do. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go straight to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we will get you on the air. Superstar, right around the corner. How you guys doing today?
Fat and sassy.
Also, we have 2 clues today for the Search Your Ace Off contest, courtesy of our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. We'll give those to you at the end of the segment. So for you guys that are waiting with bated breath for that, wait no longer. Also, are you putting it up now before we do it on the...
No. But
right.
Your reminder is I have to find it.
Yeah.
And then I'll post it towards the end of the segment.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put it up at JimColbertLive.com or realradio.fm/ace, and you can go and actually read the clues, download them, and cipher through them, and do what you got to do to go find that box.
It's worth a lot of money.
$1,800 package, including a large big green egg and a lot of fun stuff that goes with it.
Accessories. Are there cigars in this one?
No cigars in this one. The box is too small this year. The box had to be a little smaller because of the area I had used to contain it. So
hint. That's a hint.
Yeah.
You want to be inconspicuous.
Yes, inconspicuous. Yeah.
Did you wear all black?
No, I didn't have to do that this year.
You didn't?
I did not, because of where it is.
Hint. That's another hint.
Stop. Where it is, I was able to.
He's right.
I kind of sneak around and find out where it was without that. I made 2 pre-trips to the area to scout, and then the trip to drop it off.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can handle talking about it,
good.
because then I get too nervous.
Hey, the one thing we didn't get to talk about, we talked about the Yachtly cruise with just us, but of course Ross doesn't join us on Mondays and Tuesdays because he hates the show. That's fine though, whatever. But we did have
no comment.
But Ross had one of the more interesting days on the water.
One of his best comedic sets that I've seen,
Ever.
that I've witnessed.
You enjoyed that.
That was facetious. That was ironic.
Yeah.
That was mocking.
Yeah, because I don't know how much I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We know.
How much do the listeners know? Did you talk about the fuse?
Yeah.
We talked about the fuse. We talked about the
megaphone.
the megaphone. You being shirtless.
Yeah.
Did you tell them what I said with megaphone first thing in hand?
Yes.
Which was to walk around going, "Everybody down!
Yeah.
Get on the ground!" And then I just showed up, and then Deb tells me, "Hey, did you know that there were 16 people that were not affiliated with our event?"
And those people are a grand total of 1 foot from the stage.
All the people to the left that you were interacting with.
I had no idea.
Sorry, dude.
You walked that table. They literally stood up in front of you and walked out of the room.
I would have too.
Yeah.
I would have left. There's a crazy maniac with a megaphone yelling, "Everyone get down!"
and they thought this was going to be a nature cruise.
Yeah, exactly. They thought it was going to be a relaxing Saturday afternoon.
Not a bunch of people dressed like people from the 70s and 80s.
I remember walking. Okay, right.
It was the greatest.
Also, in my defense, there's this old guy, right? He's going praying mantis. He's got crutches, or like a walker or
He's
something.
got a cane.
Yeah, a cane. He's walking slowly, and I go, "You sir, leaving? You are correct." I totally agreed with him. I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
He also wasn't with us.
And I was like,
the only person you chose to engage in was not there because of the show. They let people book before we shut the thing down. So 20 people or so got on the boat that had nothing to do with our program.
Had no idea about
And
that.
they were all sitting right in front of the stage.
Right there.
I made $80.
Is that how much you made?
It was $80
From taking off your shirt?
Well,
Well,
and
what happened
sweating and telling jokes somewhat well.
I was going to say, I'll take my shirt off right now if it'll get me $80.
I don't know if we mentioned that very much. What happened was people started kind of feeling bad.
Jack, put your money away.
People started feeling bad because of what was going on. The power went out. He was shirtless.
All right, let's see your 20.
Why was I shirtless?
Well, you were shirtless because the AC went out with the same power that the mic went out with.
And you were yelling.
I was yelling.
Without a microphone.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Holding a microphone that was not working.
Yeah.
So you were forced to yell.
Just to remind people that this is supposed to be stand-up. You need the microphone, because without the microphone, Jim Jeffries said it the best, is that you just look like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I already did.
Yeah, you're shirtless, and it was. But man, what happened was.
Hey, he's a trooper though, because he never stopped and asked for them to play music or for Naomi to sing another song.
Nobody could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, we had no power. It didn't.
Yeah, they knew that. Like, you're
But
on
man,
your own, dude.
the raining of money from the top floor, because the stage has a hole above it that goes to the top floor, so you can hear everything, and there's a TV up there where you can hear and see everything. So eventually, people started feeling bad for Ross, and they were gathering around the rail, just raining money down.
Well,
this one Asian lady must have thrown you $40, dude.
It's because of Melbourne, Florida.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's where he first got naked.
That's what happened, man.
That should be a thing now.
That's where he found his hook, his thing, his crutch, the thing that's going to drive him to superstardom. He takes off his shirt, just like Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, that's how Kreischer got a Lambo,
Well,
dude.
no, I'll take it further than Bert, dude. For $80, I'll go to second base. I'll figure something out, dude. I'll scrape the bottom of every bottle.
Well, I got to tell you, buddy, you're such a trooper. I mean, the text I sent you right after that was absolutely true. We were sitting in that Irish bar in downtown Sanford, having a little post cocktail and a conversation about what had happened. And I said, dude, a rookie would have collapsed. Anybody, can I tell you, pros would have collapsed. You did not let that get you down. You just kept powering through it. I could not appreciate it more.
I broke the boat.
You did break the boat.
I broke the boat.
Don't
Flip
break
the
the boat,
circuit.
baby.
I was 7
Break the
minutes.
boat.
7 minutes into a 30-minute set of stand-up comedy, and I think it was me. I was yelling because I was like, I got to get these people on board.
I don't think yelling would flip the breaker.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, buddy.
I think it was just the raw power of my testosterone-filled voice.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't do well with Yamahas.
Yeah. Well, they have a meter. I'll have them to check it.
Tom,
if it was just your test, it was just your manlyhood that did it. Go ahead.
Deb, Tom, the listener wants to know your Venmo. He has got $100 for you for your offer.
Yeah, Seth also said he's in for 80.
Sure, yeah.
Weird that guy texted that. Weird that you read it.
Yep.
Well,
Weird that you want it.
he was the first one reaching up for his wallet. I was actually a little insalted, Jim. You didn't even reach for yours.
He didn't even stop.
He didn't. No, he didn't even look interested.
I respect you, Deb.
And then
Thank you, Jack.
A 30-year-old 50-year-old firefighter, female, came up there and forcibly shoved money into your. And by the way, you couldn't have done anything about it. Yeah. Had you been upset about that, that's just an assault you would have had to take, buddy, because she would have whipped your ass. It would have been great. I'd have paid $30 just to see her pin you.
Yeah.
There was a really funny moment.
By the way, shocker, she's a lesbian and still did it.
Which I take actually somewhat offensive. Maybe she thought I was a chick.
Good time, buddy. Good job, though, buddy.
Can't rule that out.
Not with your shirt off.
I bet you she decided to tip because she was like, look at this lesbian go.
Yeah.
And then as she was getting closer, she was like, oh, no.
Those are real A-cups.
But I've already committed.
Yeah, that's not Ellen.
That's, this isn't good.
I'm in to piss my Ellen.
Yeah. But, there was a funny moment is that when the mic went out, right?
Yeah.
Now and you need that as a stand-up. And I had no idea that the AC went out
at the same time.
My wife told me that. My wife, I'm sitting there at the table. We're sitting there watching your stand-up, my wife and her friend. And my wife looks at me and she goes, the AC's out, right? Yeah. And thank God we were only like 15, 20 minutes from the dock or whatever. It was on the way back. And they eventually did get the mic back just long enough for you to walk that entire table.
You mean of the ones of people who didn't know us?
But could you imagine if that AC would have ripped out an hour before that? It was 90 billion trillion degrees.
Not in that long polyester dress I was wearing.
I was sweating so much in such a short amount of time. I was sweating so much. And I didn't know about the AC. And the whole time when I was like, damn, dude, I am damp. I'm thinking like, I have never bombed so hard to the point of me sweating this much.
It wasn't really.
I know it wasn't even bombing.
It wasn't your fault.
Oh, yeah,
it wasn't bombing.
It wasn't bombing, but I thought.
Yeah.
I thought because I was like, I've never sweated like this before. What's happening?
Yeah.
I'm a sweaty little pig.
Yeah, but you did well, and I appreciate your efforts. I really do. And that $80. I mean, consider that from me.
Wait, what?
That sounded weird.
It was a hoot. It was awesome hanging out with some familiar faces. Shout out to the boat crew.
Yeah, very nice. And we do appreciate everybody that showed up. All right, you guys ready for a couple clues?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to do this. This is the Search Your Ace Off contest, courtesy of our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware, 14 locations all throughout the area. If you're looking to upgrade your backyard area for some grilling and some summer fun, these guys got you covered for everything from pizza ovens to the highest rated grills out there, including Big Green Eggs. And they have specials going on right now to the end of this month that include Father's Day. So get in there, check that out. They always have good stuff for pops, sales on everything from attire, nice sunglasses, handmade knives. It's more than just hardware at Tools Ace Hardware. They have a bunch of cool stuff. So go check them out for Father's Day. All right, so we've already given you the first two. Do we want to go ahead and quote those as we do this?
Yeah.
Roll the whole thing? Yeah. All right, here we go. Now, remember, if you go to realradio.fm/ace right after the segment, Jack will have this up so you can actually look at it. But I'll read it for you one time, and then we'll get to news, get to Deb, and then we'll get out of here and get back to the show. Here we go.
You keep wanting to leave early. It's not going to happen, dude. Read your stanzas.
Good night, everybody. Tom and Dan are next.
We gather once more to venture a tour of 3 counties, both far and wide. A chief, a tribe, and a fruit, to be absolute, is where the booty does hide. It's on public land, so you won't need to stand on anyone's property or place. You won't need to swim or climb, but some digging may be fine to lift it from its space. Here's the new stuff.
Here's the new one, guys. Listen up.
The land where it rests was land ho for traveling guests, its banks a welcoming sight. It was once another name and grew to great fame, but the rail extinguished the light. Oh. The crown jewel of the region, both boar and bass were in legion, but now it's for all to see. And amongst this fine place is an interesting space, and this is where the prize will be.
Cool.
This is like the most adorable thing. I love that. That was so cool.
Okay, so we'll have the other 2 stanzas tomorrow, and I just give you a heads up. There's only one of those stanzas tomorrow that will have any clues in it. The last stanza of the poem is just a thank you to our friends over at Tools. So what I'm saying is one more piece of information. That's the meat. So you go out and try to find this thing. And it is in the. Have we already said about the area?
No.
Okay, good. We haven't said anything about the area.
I'm too nervous, and no.
Why does this make you so anxious?
Because I don't want to screw it up. So let's talk about news.
All right, 407-916-1041. Got some news?
Yeah, the first tropical storm of the season has formed. Florida's Attorney General has a warning for Major League Baseball, and we'll wrap it up with: has anyone seen my leg? We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News. Don't look at me like that.
All right, 77031. Back in a sec with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
What did I do?
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
You're going to get caught up in some typical slowdowns starting to form on the major roadways this afternoon. There's also a couple accidents that might tie you up on I-4 eastbound before State Road 408. The left lane's blocked. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before Central Florida Parkway. That's off to the shoulder. 429 northbound at US 192. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
Man, there is no question that when you have plumbing problems, your entire house comes to a screeching halt. No showers, no flushing toilets. It is the absolute worst, and that's why it's always smart to have a reputable plumbing company on call. For me, it's easy. It's Modern Plumbing Industries. I found these guys a few months back and just simply could not be more proud or happy with what these guys have done for me. Simply amazing service and great service techs as well. They do everything from houses to high rises, and they're employee-owned and business since 1975. And they handle all the issues, all plumbing, gas, water heaters, and so much more. Look, when you book your appointment, mention the Jim Colbert Show. They'll give you a $50 discount. Call today for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or find them online easily at modernpi.com.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
For a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
When you've got a one-track mind, you go where the cravings take you.
Welcome to Racetrack.
Breakfast that satisfies. Snacks that sing. Drinks that refresh. It's a stop that pulls you in. We don't blame you for having a one-track mind, because once you stop at Racetrack, no other stop will do.
Same time tomorrow?
You know it. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. This summer, we're turning up the heat on other dealers with all-in pricing online at greenwaykias.com. The price you see is the price you pay. No games, no surprise fees, just easy upfront pricing. Plus, get rates as low as 0% APR on select new Kias and a helpful finance team working to get you approved even if your credit isn't perfect. It's the Summer Sticker Sales Event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit, offer expires 7/5/26.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks, like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 407-706-9137 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 407-706-9137 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 407-706-9137 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinics treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 407-706-9137.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Dad, why do we always make gumbo on special days?
Because it brings everybody together. And because it's a tradition that's been passed down for as long as I can remember. Your grandma made it, her dad made it, and now it's our turn.
How do we remember what goes in it?
Grandma taught me most of it when I was young and watched her cook. But I have her old recipe card. Publix has everything else. The sausage, the shrimp, the fresh okra, and the butter and flour for the roux.
You always say the roux is the most important part.
The roux holds it all together, just like love does. All right, your turn to stir. Slow and steady.
Can I add some extra shrimp? Like a lot of shrimp?
Now that's how you put your name on it. Your grandma would be proud, little chef.
Share the traditions you know by heart with recipes passed down and dishes that are rich with history, seasoned with love, and full of meaning that brings us closer. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
The biggest FIFA World Cup ever has started.
The most goals the United States have ever scored in a World Cup game.
The only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live.
First career World Cup hat trick.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern against Australia.
The world is listening. Are you?
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
It's only 3:21, dude.
You know, your favorite tea bag and Rockledge.
Okay.
And the day we raise a beer to almost me. I still have to do an internet DUI class. So this should be fun.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Every time I hear this music, it makes me think of like a Jazzercise video. That's what it feels like.
Oh, I'm thinking like an 80s video game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 407
An after-school special.
916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are right there, and Deb has your news. Let's get it.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
Say hello to Tropical Storm Arthur, which has officially formed.
No, goodbye.
The National Hurricane Center's Michael Brennan expects rapid weakening after landfall tonight, but Florida, especially the Panhandle, remains on high alert.
Hurricane hunters who've been flying out in the storm, as well as some coastal observations, suggest maximum sustained winds are up to about 40 miles per hour now, but that does not change the fact that the main threat from Arthur is going to be a prolonged multi-day heavy rainfall event that could produce dangerous to life-threatening flash flooding.
Again, the Panhandle faces a severe flash flood threat and embedded fast-moving tornadoes. Coastal areas face life-threatening rip currents, so they're asking beachgoers, hey, stay out of the ocean. Drivers, don't drive down flooded roads. You know the deal. Don't drown, turn around.
Right, yeah.
All right, in the meantime, President Trump's pick to lead the Federal Emergency Management Agency is calling for balance that encourages cost savings. Cameron Hamilton shared his stance during his confirmation hearing today, and it appeared he sought to toe the line between restoring order at the agency after a turbulent year, it's putting it lightly, and President Trump's desire to scale down federal disaster aid. Hamilton indicated that the federal government should pay less for the costs created by disasters, while highlighting the need for the federal government to keep a watchful eye on state spending. According to Hamilton,
it's kind of like what the state is doing with cities here in Florida.
And that's going to be my very next story. Exactly.
Hello, Kettle.
Thank you.
This is me, Black.
According to Hamilton, he would want to, quote, strike a new balance to encourage cost reasonableness and cost savings, end quote. To that end, Florida CFO Blaise Ingoglia brings his local government audit tour to Osceola County. Ingoglia says that Osceola's population has grown 32% over the past 6 years, but the government has grown much faster.
The general fund budget, the portion of the budget that is paid by your property tax dollars, more than doubled.
He says if the county had limited growth to inflation and population, taxpayers could have saved $544 a year on the bill for a $300,000 home. The tour comes as voters are about to decide the fate of that amendment to raise the homestead exemption, which opponents say could hobble services and make local governments dependent on Tallahassee.
Yeah, we have Mayor Sladek coming in today from Oviedo to talk about those very things.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the Sentinel had an interesting article about it yesterday.
Yeah.
President Trump and Charlie Kirk could get roads named after them in South Florida. A bill sent to Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday would rename a road in Miami-Dade County for Kirk, and a road in Broward County would be named for Trump. This would be the second road in South Florida named after Trump. Part of State Road 80 is already called President Donald J. Trump Highway. Speaking of the highway, the red light cameras are going to continue to be used across Orange County for the next decade, even though, I know what you're looking at. Mm-hmm. This comes as the Orange County Board of County Commissioners voted in favor of a 10-year extension with its tech vendor, which keeps the red light camera network active. Between 2024 and 2025, the cameras issued nearly this many tickets, bringing in millions to the county. So between 24 and 25, so in 1 year.
In just Orange County?
In just Orange County.
5,000.
These cameras issued nearly this many tickets. Jack says 5,000.
That seems adorable.
I'll say 12,000. Nope, Baker's dozen 13,000.
All right.
I mean, I'll go 15.
How about 80?
80,000 tickets.
80,000 tickets.
They extended the deal because guess who's looking for a new revenue stream?
Yeah.
Exactly. So despite their huge, they are not popular, counties are like, well.
Yeah. Also, the interesting thing of those, could you imagine some of the photographs those red light cameras take?
Oh man!
Can you only imagine what they capture on those red light cameras?
Maybe that's the other reason why they kept the 10-year deal. Yeah. It's free entertainment.
First thing I thought about.
Check this one out. It's an Accord with a baby on the roof.
All right, this is authorities are identifying the pilot killed in a Polk County plane crash. Investigators say 23-year-old Michael Cole Robinson was flying a small single-seat experimental plane near Lakeland Monday night when it broke apart in midair and crashed into a pasture. A second pilot flying nearby reported seeing the aircraft come apart before it went down. The FAA and NTSB are now working to determine exactly what caused the deadly crash. And even though he was only 23, they said he was a very experienced pilot.
Yeah. I think that's the same thing that killed the guy who owned Farron Engineering. The building you see right over by
Really?
4 with all the big gears and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows who Farron Engineering is in Florida or in Central Florida. And I think the guy who ran that company also died in an experimental aircraft. I remember saying back then, like, why would you do that? I barely want to get into one who people know how to build it.
I know exactly.
Like, I don't want to get into one that I built. I know how poorly I do things.
All right. Don't be alarmed if you see brown water coming out of your tap.
Going to be alarmed.
In part of Lake County. This is why we bring you the story.
Regardless of how much you ask.
No.
I'm still going to be alarmed, yes.
This is why we're telling you that the city of Groveland started emergency fire hydrant flushing yesterday. So that means you could see a temporary discoloration of your water. You may also notice low water pressure, but the city says don't worry, the water is still safe to use. The city also says the flushing is needed, and that's to clear naturally occurring iron mineral deposits from the lines, ensure everything runs efficiently. You don't want to find out the line to your hydrant is clogged when you need that fire hose put out a home fire.
Yeah, I'm going to need some more evidence rather than the word of the Groveland city manager to drink brown water.
The city decided to flush at this time after residents complained of discolored water caused by a faulty pressure switch at a water plant. The flushing will continue through Friday. All right, this next story sounds kind of simple, but it's got even more tea between SpaceX and Bezos.
Oh, really? Yeah.
SpaceX now has more satellites in space after a successful launch this morning out of Cape Canaveral at about 2:39 this morning, called the Bluebird mission. A rocket delivered 3 communication satellites into orbit. The satellites provide broadband internet service to smartphones. This was Bluebird 8, Bluebird 9, and Bluebird 10. What do you wonder? What happened to Bluebird 7? Remember back in April when Blue Origin tried to launch the Bluebird mission on its New Glenn rocket, and the rocket failed to reach the necessary orbit, and they lost the satellite? Imagine being Jeff Bezos and watching those next 3 satellites be taken up by your competitor.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get that those birds launched this morning. That was pretty good.
Like you did something?
Buddy.
You did not know. He's on the board of SpaceX.
Part owner of the company.
5 shares of SpaceX now. So he's got nothing to do but say SpaceX stuff.
You're just joining us. This bit will last forever.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're new to the Jim Colbert Show.
Until it loses 1 nickel.
And
when it loses 1 nickel, SpaceX will be the worst company that ever was.
I'm happy to be part of this, the genesis of this 8-year-old bit that's soon to happen.
Florida's Attorney General is putting out a warning to Major League Baseball. James Uthmeyer is weighing in on the controversy involving some San Francisco Giants players who wrote Bible verses on their special Pride Night caps they wore at the ballpark. Those 3 pitchers were reportedly warned by MLB. So in a post on X, Uthmeyer asks MLB, quote, "Do you practice religious discrimination in Florida?" End quote. He then writes, quote, "You'll be hearing from my office soon." End quote.
He said sassily.
The AG's comment. Hey, the AG's comments come on back of his subpoena issued to the NFL earlier this year, calling into question the league's Rooney Rule, which requires teams to interview a certain number of minorities and females for certain positions. Don't let this next story shock you, but Florida is one of the least safe states for members of the LGBTQ community.
Which is wild, really, when you think about it.
I know.
Considering the dot that we are for that community in Orlando.
Nope,
Well, at least used to be.
You said dot.
That's according to the 2026 LGBTQ State Safety Report Card released by the website safehome.org. Each state was given a ranking based off factors such as legislation, which helps or hurts the LGBT community, and the number of hate crimes against members of the community. The report ranked Florida what place out of the 50 states?
Oh, man. I'll say 22.
I'll say 39th.
50.
43rd.
Oh, really?
Florida is ranked in 43rd place with a letter grade of D, meaning it's one of the least safe states for members of the LGBT community. The safest state was listed as?
Like Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, something like that.
Okay, you only get one.
Okay, Vermont.
California.
Like Washington.
How about Nevada?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, the most unsafe state was listed as?
Well, like Arkansas.
There you go.
Is it?
You'll go. No, that's your guess?
Yeah, Arkansas.
South Carolina.
Georgia.
You actually have a connection to this state, Jimmy.
Oh, West by God, Virginia.
There you go. West by God, Virginia.
Yeah. The reddest state in the nation.
All right, a 34-year-old Miami Beach man is facing a felony charge after using a knife to slash and deflate a giant inflatable FIFA World Cup soccer ball.
There's probable cause for criminal mischief, a third-degree felony. Your bond is $2,500, and you're out on felony bond.
Oh, no, you're going to enjoy these next slate of stories here. That's the judge during the man's court appearance. Police say Jordan Steven Perazzo rode up on an electric scooter in Normandy Isles, stabbing the massive Uruguay display and causing $3,000 in damage. Miami Beach police tracked Perazzo using city surveillance cameras. There's nothing to worry about that. No.
Everything's fine.
No, everything's fine here. He confessed to the crime after first claiming he was too drunk to remember.
I'll show you football. This is football.
All right. A record number of Floridians are going to hit the road for the Independence Day holiday. AAA says more than 4.6 million people here in Florida are expected to travel over the 10-day period.
Where are they going, Florida?
That starts from June 27th to July 5th. No, it's to get away from everyone else coming to Florida.
I guess.
With over 4 million driving to their destinations. Now, air travel, they say, is still holding steady, but cruises and other modes of transportation are seeing the strongest growth, something you've been saying before. AAA says Florida remains a top domestic destination. Orlando ranks second. I'm surprised by that.
Well, wow. Who's first?
I don't know. Miami is fourth and Fort Lauderdale seventh among U.S. cities. I wouldn't be surprised at places like Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C.
because of the 250th?
Because of the 250.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, speaking of travel... Despite awaiting trial in Miami for attempted murder, former NFL star Antonio Brown will be allowed to travel to the Turks and Caicos this weekend for a rap performance. And even the judge sounds a little surprised.
Why
I
not?
thought he was training and training people, but now he's rapping also? Is that a new job?
His attorney says no, he's been rapping for years. With concerns about international travel, the judge has ordered Brown's ankle monitor track him through GPS. The company immediately report if it's been cut and requires he appear in court via Zoom on Monday to prove he's back on house arrest in Broward County. For those who do not know, Brown is accused of shooting at someone outside a boxing match last year in Miami. He's charged with attempted second-degree murder and claims stand your ground as his self-defense, saying someone was trying to rob him of some of his jewelry and he was protecting himself, so he shot the dude.
There you go. All right. Wish him the best. What do you say to that, man? You have the world in your palm, you still can't hold it together, I guess. Good luck.
Hey, but now he and Vanilla Ice, maybe they'll go on tour together, Fire and Ice. I don't know.
So he's obviously, they don't think he's a
flight risk? I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not. I'm surprised as well. I mean, who's to say he doesn't have a flight already lined up?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Get over there, cut the thing, fly to some. I don't. Where could he go that they wouldn't extradite him?
He was already abroad and came back.
Yeah,
that's right. He was
deal with these charges.
Right, that's right. He was. All right, and then finally, an Alabama man is asking for your help in replacing the prosthetic leg he lost in Bay County. Andrew Walker, try not to laugh.
Last name Walker. Woof.
I heard that. Was in the water with his son in Panama City Beach recently when a strong current swept away the prosthetic leg he had just got a week ago.
Oh my God, those things are like $15,000.
They are so expensive. So expensive.
Oh my God.
So the family says, unfortunately, insurance is likely not going to cover a new one so soon.
Oh, man.
So a GoFundMe page was started yesterday to raise $4,500.
Wow.
Despite the setback, Walker tells News 13 he's going to continue to stay positive and enjoy the rest of his vacation with his family.
I'll be damned. Wow, $4,500. I thought it would be way more than that.
I know.
Yeah.
But maybe they have some money or whatever saved in, something in savings or something.
That's going to be a hell of a scuba find.
Isn't that going to be?
Also, for $4,500, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
Is that a peg?
Yeah, no, that's not a peg. I think that's a full ride, dude. I think when that's a nub cover with a working knee. I think that thing will swing back and forth. They build it where the momentum of your leg swinging will move that thing forward.
Yeah, I thought for 15 G's, but for 45, dude, you might just get a spork. It's a real long spatula or something.
We're going to duct tape this old broom.
Regardless, that concludes your JCS News. Hey!
Walker.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Around the belly, face down on the mattress.
Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Storms fizzling out as we head into sundown through the overnight tonight, but the main story here across the region is going to be the heat and the humidity. Tomorrow and Friday, we are seeing those highs in the mid and upper 90s. And with all the moisture in the atmosphere, that is what's going to be making it feel upwards of 105 to 111 degrees. So best advice, stay hydrated and take it easy.
This report is sponsored by Advanced Air Home Service. One call does it all.
Dispatch, this is Mindy. Advanced Air Home Services. Coming to terms with a dying AC unit is tough. If you need to replace your AC, visit advancedairandheat.com to schedule your free estimate. Advanced Air Home Services. License CAC 1820806. Terms and conditions apply.
Tools Ace Hardware is Central Florida's Big Green Egg headquarters. That's right, offering the absolute largest selection of Big Green Eggs and accessories. And right now, you can save big at Tools Ace for the entire month of June. And of course, that includes Father's Day. How about $150 off medium and large packages, $200 off extra large packages, and everybody knows the Big Green Egg, man, the original ceramic Komodo cooker. So awesome. Design and patent airflow allow you to get it real super hot or take it down nice and cool so you can cook long and low and slow. It's a complete outdoor cooking solution, an oven, a smoker, and a grill all in one, and it can do everything from tender ribs to crispy pizza, and it's so much fun to cook on, plus the flavor is insane. Plus, every egg purchase comes with a limited lifetime warranty, and you can save yourself the trouble of putting it together or hauling it home because Tools Ace Hardware offers free assembly and free local delivery on your Big Green Egg purchase. Shop their huge selection today at 14 Central Florida locations or find them online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
AutoNation's July 4th sale means savings worth celebrating. Right now, drive new and used cars with zero down. Plus, make zero payments for 90 days. Thousands of vehicles, thousands in savings. Put zero down. Make zero payments till fall on all your favorite new vehicles. Don't miss out. Save now through July 4th weekend only. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation. Less stress, more go. 90 days to first payment on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details. Expires 7/5/26.
You don't have to buy a new home to live in a new home. All you have to do is fix up the one you have, and nothing makes a home feel more new than a new coat of paint. Whether it's exterior or interior, our friends at We Paint Everything can help get you there. My buddy Raphael and We Paint Everything recently painted my house, did an unbelievably great job from start to finish. Helped me with the color selection, went around the house, found the wood that would need replacing because they repair it before they paint it. Then they seal it up and did a fantastic job. Love the new look of my house thanks to We Paint Everything. But it's also interior painting as well. Baseboards, crown molding, door frames, wall and ceilings. They do soft washing as well as decks, garage floors. You name it, they paint it. That's why they named it We Paint Everything, online at wepainteverything.com. Give them a call today for your free in-home consultation, 407-657-2000. With over 75 years of painting experience, based locally in Winter Park, online at wepainteverything.com.
Host an event they'll never forget at Crush Yard. Designed for group gatherings of all kinds, Crush Yard makes it easy to bring people together for team events, birthday parties, and milestone celebrations. With pickleball courts, great food and drinks, and flexible space to play or relax, everything comes together in one place. We handle the details so you can focus on your guests and enjoy the moment. It's an interactive, high-energy experience everyone will remember. Learn more at CrushYard.com.
Are you looking for a home with an open floor plan in Orlando? Or maybe a home with a big backyard and winter garden? Good thing you can check out the hottest homes that are available right now in Central Florida all in one place at thenicklygroup.com. The Nickley Group has helped thousands of families find their perfect home, and they're ready to help you as well. Don't miss out on some of the most in-demand properties on the market. Go to thenicklygroup.com and click on Hot Homes.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Orlando, no
knows it's Sutherland.
During the big summer savings event, get a big sum of savings at Sutherland Nissan.
Sutherland.
This month only, get $4,000 in customer cash on new Nissans, plus no payments till 2027.
Sutherland.
Or 0% for 60 months. Now that's a big sum of savings. At Sutherland Nissan and OrlandoNissan.com.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Check back to customer for 4 months. Payments start 2027. All offers with approved credit on select models.
Joy is essential and it's also elusive. But now, there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. If you're craving inspiration to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Joy 101, and listen now. Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb is presented by CVS.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately. Broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you. All based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Ross, I want to thank you for admitting to spending $1,500 to go to one soccer game.
Yeah.
Because my wife was in the car with me, and that allowed me to grow the balls to tell her that I'm going to spend $1,600 on some drums that I've been looking at for a few years. So, thank you, man. You know, I used you as a good example there, and that worked out in my favor.
Kick ass. Good job. That seems cheap for the drums, man. I thought they were way more expensive than $1,600.
That, prosthetic legs.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Yo.
Ross is here as well.
It's true.
We dropped the clues today for the Search Your Ace Off contest. They're currently at realradio.fm/ace. Are you double checking?
Better check my email to see if anyone found it yet.
All right. No.
Oh, no one reporting yet.
Yeah,
They found it.
Usually they will text us, but boy, they've been begging for clues, buddy. The texting service is like, "Well, is it here? It feels like it's here."
It's like
I'm going there. I know where it is right now. You know, and then like nobody's close yet. So.
Yeah, we're just gonna email you back. Yep, you got it.
All right, that's exactly right. What somebody said. Somebody asked me what counties. I'm like, I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember anything. And somebody said something about putting it in Sanford again. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. Who knows?
You enjoy doing this?
Yeah, I do. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You keep hinting at stuff.
Yeah. Writing it is a pain in the ass, but the idea of what we're doing is kind of fun because if I was listening to the show, I'd be enamored by it. Like I'd be out there, I'd be going crazy trying to find it. It's a $2,000 package almost. I mean, it's $1,875 or something like that. I found out something today I did not know. Hey, do I want to talk about that now?
Oh boy.
All of Snapple facts are lies.
We can talk about this real quick. Oh my God, dude.
I never trusted that drink.
I don't know. I don't know what happened in my life where when I find out that an actor isn't an American, but they primarily play American role, or they're in America, so they're doing American roles. I found one this morning, and it was. We've done this 1,000 times, but this is a new one, and I don't know why, dude. Every time I find out when I'm like that guy can really act, that guy's really talented, blah 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 blah, and then I find out they're not American. It doesn't change the way I feel about them as a person.
I hate them.
It doesn't, but I do feel conned a little bit. I do feel conned, and I'm not saying
I get it. I get it.
It's not like they should have a crawler across the bottom of. Oh, by the way, this guy is not an American, that he is putting on an American accent.
Yeah, you feel a little tricked. Like
you do.
Like a drunk dude in Thailand.
Oh my God, dude. I don't know what it is.
I thought this was one thing.
It turned out to be a whole other thing.
Why am I on all fours?
Hey, what's a lady boy? Why am I on all fours?
Hold the phone.
I'll let him call it. Nope. Might be the name of a city, but I'm still not going there.
Yeah. Hold on, it's way too pretty for it to be that.
You guys should have seen this guy.
Yeah.
The makeup.
But I found one today, and it was just because I stumbled across an interview this particular actor was doing, and I was like, "Come on, man, that guy too." And you know who it is?
No,
Matthew Rhys.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
You knew that?
Yeah,
he's Welsh.
Only because
he's Welsh, dude. You can't even. I mean, he's not even close. I mean,
oh my God.
What?
Yeah, when we did What'd You Do That's New yesterday for Widow's Bay, and he stars in that. He was also in The Americans.
Yeah.
You know, where he played a Russian pretending to be American.
The irony of that,
right? But that's where I learned he was a Welsh-born actor.
Yeah, did not know that until today when I saw an interview, and I was like, "Oh, Matthew Rhys. I think this guy's what the hell?" And I mean, it is like, I mean, he is.
Yeah, you're not a New England mayor.
The more their natural accent is, really out there, the more impressed I am of how well this guy pulls off this American accent in this show. Because I mean, he's from the Northeast. I mean, that already has its accent, right? And then he's morphing the Welsh accent, which is different than a regular British accent.
Yes,
he's married to Kerry Russell.
Yes,
yeah.
So and they both were in The Americans, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, but I think the big one that always comes up, and they just texted about it, is Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead,
right? Yeah,
and also the one for me that I remember is House.
Oh, yeah, Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie, it's like, you watch a show and then you hear him talk with an accent. It's like, what the hell?
And even weirder, and even weirder than that, like Hugh Laurie came from the comedy world, it was a comedy duo. Like we used to have the duos back in the day, like a Smothers Brother thing. I mean, it was Laurie and something else over in England, very popular for a long time.
I believe, and if you're wondering, like, where we got to strike back. Where are the American actors going? Oi, where's that at?
That's the thing is, I don't.
Kevin Costner in that Robin Hood movie.
Stop it with that.
It was,
or any attempt that Keanu Reeves made at anything, not good.
All right, see, he's just catches strays. You have a thing.
Yeah, he's not good.
I know.
You don't like him.
No, I like him as a person. I think he's a wonderful person. The problem is I just don't think he's a good actor.
He broke your point. You got to get over it.
There are a couple of the new lady actors, like not your Elle Fannings, but in that world. Who's the one that was in The Help? She was in Begonia.
Oh, Emma Stone.
Yeah. I think she does a couple of accents for as she's supposed to be English.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's very good.
She is one of the best. But it is, I believe, I've dipped my toes into the acting community. I know a handful of actors, and I want to say it's like universally known that the American accent is way easier for British people. Than Americans doing the British accent.
And they're much better
They
at
just
it.
have to think about when they mock us.
Well, that's the thing is that when they do their impression of us, it's actually like, damn, I can't tell. And then when we do an impression of them, they're like, man, we're all pissed.
Yeah. You should leave the country.
Yeah. This is very offensive. But it's something to do with like a tongue muscle or like a mouth formation.
And back to Thailand.
Yeah. There's something with Tom Holland talks about it in an interview. That's why I'm quoting this as well.
Yeah.
And he's British.
And Andrew Garfield, the other Spider-Man, British as well. It's so wild, man.
We couldn't find one New Yorker.
I was going to say, we can find one person in this country who can play that guy. The most one of the most impressive is the her last name is McDonald. But she's Scottish, and I mean Scottish, and she plays the wife of in No Country for Old Men, the wife of Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
the wife of Josh Brolin, and she's got this super thick kind of Texas drawl accent.
Bright red.
And she is as Scottish as it gets. The only thing she's missing is bagpipes and haggis.
It's a Scottish bread.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Yes.
Ewan McGregor. When I found out Obi-Wan was not one of us.
Yeah. Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and then I found out that Qui-Gon Jinn was also not one of us.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Hurt a little bit.
Yeah, my little kid heart was like, no.
All right, let's take a little break. Back in a second with Animal House.
Win a big green egg. Courtesy of Tools Ace Hardware with Search Your Ace Off on The Jim Colbert Show. Details at realradio.fm/ace.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You're going to get caught up in some typical slowdowns starting to form on the major roadways this afternoon. There's also a couple accidents that might tie you up on I-4 eastbound before State Road 408. The left lane's blocked. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before Central Florida Parkway. That's off to the shoulder. 429 northbound at US 192. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Hey, Space Coast, storm season is here. Is your home ready? Renewal by Andersen is offering storm season savings with buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 full year. You know, storms and hurricanes have caused tens of billions of dollars in damage across Florida, and that means now is the perfect time to prepare your home before the next storm is even on the radar. The good news is Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors are built for Florida homes. They're designed to help stand up to severe weather. You know that living along the Florida coast means dealing with intense sun, high humidity, and of course, storm season. So upgrade your home with the strength and durability you can trust and protect the things that matter most to you this storm season. Schedule a free in-home design consultation where their experts will guide you through the full replacement process from design to install. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com and choose your savings today. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hi, this is Mark Spain, and we're hiring listing agents. Maybe your kids are self-sufficient now and you're ready to jump back into the workforce. Or perhaps you're stuck in that demanding job and the compensation just doesn't match your hard work. Are you ready for a career move that will be rewarding and earn you the high income you deserve? If you enjoy delivering great customer service and working with people, I want to talk to you. At Mark Spain Real Estate, we have all the components to make you successful as a real estate agent fast. Go to joinmarkspain.com. That's joinmarkspain.com and apply today.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Hey Orlando, are you tired of checking a price online only to find out it's thousands more when you get to the dealership? Well, at Greenway Kia, we changed the game. Every new Kia listed for sale on greenwaykias.com has our Greenway all-in price. That means the price you see is the price you pay, with no surprises and no additional fees. Plus, with over 1,000 new Kias available at our 3 Central Florida locations, you'll find the right new Kia at the right price every time. It's the Summer Sticker Sales Event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and beanbag share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Yeah, I was gonna lawnmower.
For a limited time, skip the airport and get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you. All based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
England is beginning its World Cup journey, and Captain Harry Kane feels optimistic about their chances to lift the trophy for the first time in 60 years.
It's one of the best opportunities we will have as a team to win it, and I think everyone is eager, to first of all just start well.
England taking on Croatia today. Last night, Lionel Messi scored 3 times for Argentina, tying the all-time World Cup goals record.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
For a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But now, please join me in welcoming Kenny Tallier and Memphis from the Pet Alliance.
Yay! Pet Alliance Accords will be signed.
How you doing, Kenny?
Doing great. Thanks for the invite today.
Oh, you got it. Absolutely. And Memphis is really, really cute. Hopefully we'll pull someone's camera down and be able to see if we get some video of her.
Where's the camera? Right there?
Right there, exactly.
Hold, please.
Okay.
I'm going to bring her up. She's not a jumper, I hear.
No, he said he had to pick her up and put her in the car.
Oh, what a big girl. There she is. Oh, what a treat monster right there. Look at her.
How old is Memphis?
So Memphis is 3 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's sweet.
She's a sweet girl. She's a little shy at first, but then once she gets to know you, she just turns into that leaner, loving, tail wagging happy girl.
Oh, yeah.
Are we pimping this dog out? Is this dog available, or is this your dog?
This dog is available for adoption. So, I'm pimping her out. You interested?
All right. Yeah, she likes long walks on the beach. You can walk Memphis Memphis just for the irony's sake.
I mean, that's a goal. A road trip with her to Memphis.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I just Kenny gave some treats, and I'm over here, and I'm like, sit, and then he just says calmly, "She doesn't sit, dude."
No.
she doesn't know how to
I've tried for the past couple of days. She's been my office mate, and I'm like, "Come on, girl, sit." And she's like, "I can wag my tail."
She's very sweet, though. I know that. She's a little bit docile, that's for sure.
Very much so. Do you know any of her history?
So she got transferred in from one of our out-of-state shelter partners, so no history came with her. You can tell that she has had several litters, but she's spayed now, so no more puppies for this girl. Now she's ready just to be someone's baby. baby. Yeah.
And she has a great disposition. So you've been spending, time with her as your office mate. So you know what would be the perfect family for someone like Memphis? I would say just about anybody, honestly.
Pretty much like someone who wants to have a Velcro dog. She wants to be right by your side. Someone who has an endless supply of treats and hugs and kisses, and and just has to also know that her tail, you saw when she came in and said hi, it wags hard and fast, so she can clear off a coffee table, no problem.
Which is great, maybe you're having.
It's good to know.
Yeah, exactly. You're having a World Cup soccer party. You just want to, go ahead and put her down. She can roam around anywhere she wants. Yeah. So, is she good with cats?
Unsure about cats, but she does get along with other dogs. So she does have some play groups at our shelter, and she really enjoys that time, either in our indoor out in our indoor run or the outside run.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Man, I'm just on the website, man. You guys have a lot of really beautiful dogs here. You really do. This is actually one of the best selections I've ever seen on the website.
There's a good looking bunch there. Yeah. So, I mean, there's something for everyone when you come visit Pet
I would
Alliance.
agree with that 100%.
And again, cats as well. Both Jack and myself have both adopted cats from the Pet Alliance. Here, baby, here's a cookie.
And I can't thank you enough, guys, for that, because, I mean, we have so many cats right now. Like, there are over 200 cats in our foster program alone.
Wow.
That aren't even, that are too young to come to our adoption floor.
Wow.
Kitten season is upon us.
That's always a super busy season. When does kitten season kind of unofficially end?
It's the best way to think about kitten season. It's usually the same months as hurricane season.
Great.
Oh, really?
So we got several more months of kitten season going on.
Okay. And fostering is also another really great opportunity if someone has maybe a job where they travel a lot, or they have long hours and they just feel that committing full time to a fur baby would be unfair. Fostering is still a great opportunity to get that puppy love or kitten love without having to make that full-time commitment.
Exactly. It's just like, it's short term. We're so thankful to all of our fosters.
But short term, so what would that be like?
It can be anywhere, like, they're usually like 1 or 2 weeks, or depending, like, say if we took in a 4-week-old kitten.
Oh, don't you tease me with a good time.
I can show you. I'm going to send you some pictures later. But it all depends on what their needs are. Like, or is it a bottle feeding kitten, or is it just a puppy that, just needs to be in foster for a week until it's 8 weeks old and then can move to our adoption floor.
And what's great is that the fostering also helps the animal acclimate to a home environment, which hopefully will help make them even more adoptable.
Exactly. Fostering is fun. Like, this past weekend, I just took home a kitten for the weekend, and it was great because I came back to the shelter and I was like, guess what? This kitten gets along with dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that helps.
It's like a soulful blockbuster.
Yeah. The one thing I've, because we're sitting my daughter's cat, the one thing I know about cats now is they do not live with the same clock that we do.
No.
They do not understand the idea of 2:30 in the morning is not a really good time to, let's say, get super pissed off at their litter box, or to scratch and claw everything we have in the house, where it sounds like literally somebody's coming in the back door with a bulldozer. But that's what the cat does.
Yeah, I know. It's like you try, when they start scratching on furniture like they should, and you're supposed to move them directly to their scratching post, 9 times out of 10, they'll go back to the furniture.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're like, bitch, why'd you move me? So, Kenny, what I really want you to be able to talk about, oops, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Oops.
Maybe one too many cookies.
Did she sneeze?
She either sneezed or little cookie dust back there. The Pet Alliance just launched this really super cool. I did say that, didn't I?
Cookie dust?
I did say cookie dust.
I farted, but I didn't think anyone heard it.
Just blame it on the dog.
Always blame it on the dog. That's one of the best things about having animals in the house. You always have someone to blame it on.
Yep. And she'll smile and say, it was me.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't mean that. She's your ride or die.
Yeah.
But you have a really cool new program for folks who work in the office or remotely, but they're looking like if they've got a really boring meeting coming up or some kind of team building exercise they're trying to think up, and everyone's like, please don't.
Yeah, so we've got, I know you've seen the pictures on our website.
I saw it on the news, actually.
Oh, I love that you saw that. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've got a meeting space that's available for rent at our new shelter. So it's about 875 square feet. It's got its own separate entrance. And the best part about it, you can rent it by the hour, for 4 hours, the full day. But what's included is a cuddle break. So you get a half hour of cuddle break with either puppies or kittens or shelter dogs. I mean, it's just it's a meeting with a purpose.
Jim.
Because all the money, benefits the homeless animals.
Yeah, what do you need, buddy?
Cuddle break.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley.
With you?
No. No. with puppies.
You're looking really deep into my eyes, Bub.
Yeah, because I'm saying this is what you need.
Not for nothing. I thought he was pitching for himself as well.
What is happening?
We're asking the same question.
Cuddle break with puppies or kittens.
Oh, very nice.
Which is a great idea because a lot of buildings, may not allow animals. So even though you may want to do, yes, baby, I know you want more cookies. So even though you might want to do one of these meetings, if your building doesn't allow animals, or you're just looking to kind of get out of the office rut, the office routine, maybe get your remote workers all gathered in one space. How is the new shelter going, by the way? I know you guys. It's been open, 2-3 months?
Oh, yeah, because we opened up in March. So, yeah, it's almost 3 months now that we've been open. And, I mean, things are going great. Adoptions are happening. We've got a lot of kittens in foster, but we've got also a lot of pets that are going to forever homes. So we're happy.
That is good news. Are there any needs that because you are still a nonprofit, so.
Yeah, we always have needs. I mean, we always put it on our wish list, but off the top of my head, like one of the things that we need right now for kittens and puppies they're little heat packs. To keep them warm.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in the summer?
Even in the summer, like their body temperature, fluctuates. So we try to always keep them warm. When you get for example, again, like a 4-week-old kitten, we keep them, either in an incubator or something to keep them warm.
Yeah. Wow.
Have you ever thought about the kitten burrito thing you see where they wrap kittens in blankets?
Well, I've got some fun pictures of that too. Yeah, I love it's called a burrito.
Burrito. Yes. I'm
sorry. Did somebody explain this to me again? What's going on?
Kenny.
Did you say burrito?
Oh, he did.
Burrito. Yeah.
Yeah. You need your next time on Instagram. You need to go look up the burrito.
We do it all the time after surgery. After the kittens get spayed or neutered, you wrap them up in.
You swaddle them basically.
Basically, like baby, like you would a baby, like how you put a diaper on a baby.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Basically the same thing, but it's called a burrito.
Okay,
it looked like a little kitten burrito.
So sweet.
And then they don't move.
Oh yeah,
no, they don't.
They just stay still in your arms. Yeah.
Yeah, there are actually some very, very cute the reels that you'll see on Instagram with the burrito. Your favorite, Taco Tuesday.
Right, yeah, sure.
Your burrito stand. Just a bunch of kittens lined up in their blankets after being spayed and neutered.
Some of those pictures. I definitely have to text you after the show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
So heating packs. So is this like those chemical ones that you break apart and they stay warm
hand warmers?
Like hand warmers?
Yeah, so we can wrap them up in a towel and then place them on the towel.
Okay.
So if they're in their own little kennel, you couldn't fit an electric blanket in a kennel to hold them
exactly.
up. So you wrap them in towels, put it in there, and it keeps it nice and warm.
And those are pretty cheap too, by the way.
Yeah, you could probably get a case of those.
Yeah, pretty cheap.
Now, is that something folks can find on your wish list
as well? It's on our wish list, yeah. It's one of the top items on our general wish list right now.
And I'm always confused by this because, some shelters say they can take toys. Some shelters say they don't take toys because there's issues. There can be, competitiveness or jealousy over toys. Mm-hmm. What's the Pet Alliance's stance on donating gently used toys from cats or dogs?
Yeah, my wife's got a couple she wants to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, we will take them. What we do, just so there's no issues, we always give dogs toys supervised.
Okay.
Because you know how some will just rip them apart really fast?
Oh, yeah.
So we make sure it's like, here, have some fun, be a dog, enjoy your toy.
Right.
But we're going to watch you, and it's not going to stay with you overnight.
It's kind of like how Ross deals with his child in television.
Exactly.
Right,
yeah. What toys we can leave with them overnight are like Nylabones and Kongs.
Okay,
the ones that are non-destructible.
Yeah. Anybody with any kind of, my Golden could rip apart a plushie in seconds.
Oh, yeah. My son's dog, that's what he does it for. He just
exactly.
He's just straight to what if it has eyes, they're gone immediately.
And forget the squeaker surviving at all.
And
absolutely.
It's hard not to look into it, right? When the dog only goes after the eyes.
Well, the squeakers are usually sewn in around that area, so that's why.
Or the heart of it.
Yeah.
It would
another good place for the
shake
squeaker.
The soul out of it.
So could folks see pictures of Memphis and get her information on the website as well?
Yeah, she's got some great pictures on our website. If you go to PetAllianceOrlando.org, click on, available for adoption, of course, then click on dogs, you'll see her.
Okay, and the good news is, what is her adoption fee?
She's got an adoption fee of $75, and that includes she has been spayed. She is all up to date on her shots, including rabies. She's got a microchip, and she's on preventatives for heartworm as well as flea and tick.
Yeah, you should come in sometimes and say all that except rabies.
Right, exactly.
As we pet the dog.
No, she's got rabies too. She doesn't have it. Yeah.
So sweet.
She's got the rabies vaccination.
Is she loving on you again?
I've got her by the ears right now.
Dear,
yeah,
well, I'm
awesome.
sure that's not the first time he said that.
Yeah. I have no more treats, especially there.
Hello, here you go, honey.
She's got some cool little white paws. It's like
She
she's
does.
Wearing, it's like she's wearing a tux.
And if you look at that tail, right at the tippy tip, a white spot.
Yeah, a little white.
She's got great coloring
She's
to
got
her.
great markings.
And funny, she could smell that little cookie all the way from underneath the console table.
She doesn't know
She's
sip,
like,
but she knows sniff.
Yeah, right? Okay.
I have to say that slowly.
Never mind, Ross. We're going to leave it right there.
Yeah, smelling cookies under tables. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cookie dust.
It's nothing.
Cookie
Cookie
dust.
dust. Right.
Nestle.
And the show's officially off the rails. Kenny, thank you so much. As you know, I'll be posting the
Thank
podcast
you.
soon.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun to be
Absolutely.
here. I'll let you know when she gets adopted.
Please do. And do folks go to petalliance.org to book that meeting space where they can have a cuddle break?
Yeah, you can either email development at petallianceorlando.org or you can go to our website for all the information, Pet Alliance Orlando.
You got that, Jim?
Yeah.
Cuddle break info.
Yeah, petallianceorlando.org.
There you go, sweetheart. All right. Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you.
Good luck with Memphis. And as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. If you or anyone you know or love, work with, have been in a car, truck, motorcycle, even a slip and fall accident, here's just a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn. First, Glenn is going to handle your case. He's not going to pass you off to a caseworker. In fact, he's going to give you his own cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He truly is an animal lover and truly is a friend of the show. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with our buddy Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel.
Real radio is
Monsters in the morning. And I think it's really weird Ryan doesn't like sunsets.
I think it's really weird that you brown nose every 5 seconds.
I don't do it on purpose.
That was so real.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
You're going to get caught up in some typical slowdowns starting to form on the major roadways this afternoon. There's also a couple accidents that might tie you up on I-4 eastbound before State Road 408. The left lane's blocked. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before Central Florida Parkway. That's off to the shoulder. 429 northbound at US 192. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Ooh, Ben Tyrod, what are you going to do?
I'm way ahead of you. I'll be on rockauto.com before you can even finish this commercial.
He's right. RockAuto.com. Parts when you need them.
Man, if you think for 1 second that your AC is teetering, it's on the edge of giving up the ghost right before we get into the hottest part of the summer, call my friends over at Mills Air. They are dying to help you. They've been doing this since 92, and you can do the math. It's easy. That is 30-plus years of experience right here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. And by the way, this company started the way you wanted a company like this to start. From the ground up, the owner had one van and him. Now there's a fleet of 60 to get you wherever you are in Central Florida and make sure your AC is ready to go. Their techs can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. But if you happen to need a new unit, you're in good shape. These guys are Carrier factory authorized dealers. That is important. It can get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
Save time and money with the vinyl fence in the box from Fence Outlets. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,128. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Core Flooring Center is a great way to upgrade the flooring in your home. I've done that for 2 of my rooms, replaced carpeting with not vinyl. Well, I guess it is vinyl planks. It's laminate flooring, but it's waterproof laminate flooring. And Corey at Core Flooring Center showed me that product. It's made in the USA, Mohawk product. But I wanted something that was waterproof because with animals and with spills, I didn't want water damage to be a problem for my flooring. But he handles more than just waterproof laminate. He does vinyl planks. He does carpeting. He does wood flooring as well with expert installers. And right now, for a limited time, Core Flooring Center offering 10% off all flooring installations starting at just $1 a square foot. They have that huge selection of product, and they offer a best price guarantee as well. Tell them Jack sent you, save another $50. And speaking of pets, Core Flooring donates to Save a Life Pet Rescue, a no-kill shelter, with every sale. Recently voted Best Flooring Company in the Best Choice Awards for Orlando online. CoreFlooringFL.com.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
During the big summer savings event, get a big sum of savings at Sutherland Nissan.
Sutherland.
This month only, get $4,000 in customer cash on new Nissans, plus no payments till 2027.
Sutherland.
Or 0% for 60 months. Now that's a big sum of savings. At Sutherland Nissan and OrlandoNissan.com.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Check back to customer for 4 months. Payments start 2027. All offers with approved credit on select models.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd. To the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Choose your wild this summer at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Get closer than ever at our largest, most immersive animal habitat, the all-new Lion and Hyena Ridge, opening soon. Delight in high-energy indoor shows and cooling water rides. And stay later for summer nights with coasters after dark and all-new drone and fireworks spectaculars on select dates now through August 9th. Go wild this summer at Busch Gardens. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our 4th of July sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. The number one mistake people make when getting a mortgage is not comparing their quote. It's so easy to compare at my website, thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
When you've got a one-track mind, you go where the cravings take you.
Welcome to Racetrack.
Breakfast that satisfies. Snacks that sing. Drinks that refresh. It's a stop that pulls you in. We don't blame you for having a one-track mind, because once you stop at Racetrack, no other stop will do.
Same time tomorrow?
You know it. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going.
Think you're not the suing type? But you weren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
The game started. Call your dad.
I'm on it, Ma. Hola, Pa.
Hello, hijita. I can't hear you. I'm at the stadium in Monterrey.
Here, shout goal together. Get nonstop talk, text, and data in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada with T-Mobile, America's best network. Switch on the T-Life app or on T-Mobile.com/connectate. On qualifying plans, not for extended international use. You must reside in the U.S. In primary usage must occur on our network. Best based on analysis by Ookla. Speed test intelligence data 2H 2025.
Kick off the summer stress-free and sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all of the hassle. Hi, it's Jack. In a shifting market, selling your home shouldn't add more stress. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Our call with Scott Maxwell is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. You know, it's not just home loans. That Mortgage Guy Don also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans too. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, That Mortgage Guy Don has your back with over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. You can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it
it when you watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate that, guys. If you did not hear the clues for the Search Your Ace Off contest at the top of the show, we have them online. realradio.fm/ace. Those are the clues that are available now. We'll give you the final 2 tomorrow, and then off you go. There was some meat on the bone today. So if you didn't hear the clues and you are in the game for this $1,800 package courtesy of our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware, go to realradio.fm/ace, and you can read the clues, and we wish you the very best luck. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Yo.
And Ross here for you today.
About to get a smart on.
That's right. Every Wednesday around this time, 4:20, we invite our good friend Scott Maxwell to call in. He works for the Orlando Sentinel. That's where he writes Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can read his column. You guys, good and loud for Mr. Sweet Heat, Scott Maxwell.
Hey!
Yeah. My man's, what's up?
This has nothing to do with anything except you just talked about clues, and I thought it was a funny story I would like to share with you. Have you guys ever done an escape room?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I can take them or leave them. Sometimes I don't like the way it's not linear. I like my things to be organized. Anyway, my family did one with another family on a cruise ship earlier this year, and as soon as we got in there, the dad in charge, the dad for the other family, he took charge. He made it clear he was the alpha dog, and he was going to be running this show. And we got to make a long story short, he took over. I decided I don't need to fight him on a vacation. Let him do what he wants. We'll all have fun, do our cruise ship. We got to the end of our 45 minutes, had absolutely not solved any of the clue. And then one of his kids at the end says, "Dad, maybe one of these days you'll solve one of these things."
Oh, so this is a running thing for him.
Taking charge and failing.
I have to tell you, we call them they're not escape rooms. They're let's find out if our marriage is good rooms. Because when you go in and you do one with your wife, you find out in a quick second. And my wife is one of these people. There's 2 ways to rebuild a room. You go in and you make a plan. You write it down. You figure out everything you need. You go buy that. And you start your project. My wife goes in swinging a hammer. That's her process. So when we go in, we did an escape room on one of our vacations. I think it was in Savannah, Georgia, actually. And we went up there, and it was really weird because they're in very nondescript areas. It's like wherever they can get the cheapest space is where this was, and it was like in an
they only need like 250 square feet
right.
to make one of these things.
And
work.
this was like in an old office complex. When you pulled in there, you actually thought you were lost. And then on the door, you could see the thing for it. You walk in, and it was an assload of fun. And it was not easy. I would have never been able to do it without my wife there. We'd still be there right now.
Yeah, it's good to have a diverse group of people thinking about stuff. But,
yeah, and we did another one before, and we got paired up with these 3 Asian kids, and we were out of there in 31 seconds.
but Scott is right. Leadership is a question. When someone comes in, if they take charge, it's like you can't have too many chiefs.
Right, yeah.
Right? So it's like, okay, I'll play along, and you're watching them, and you're like, we're not getting out of here.
I was like, he made it clear, and I was like, look, all I want to do is get back to my Corona and lime. So if you want to steer this ship, that's fine. And you steered it right into the iceberg.
I'll hit the escape button, and you can stay in here, buddy.
And this was on a cruise?
I kind of thought about saying something afterwards, but he had his 3 kids with him, and I wasn't going to embarrass him in front of his kids.
There's a reason to. It's an escape room on a cruise. It has no impact on your life. It doesn't matter at all.
That's a double escape room.
Yeah.
You can't escape off the boat.
That's right.
Too, so.
Scott calls us on Wednesday. He's talking about his column. I saw the column today. It's a lot of voting stuff.
We can talk about property tax. You want to talk about property tax?
Well, we do have the mayor coming up, Mayor of Oviedo coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Megan Sladek is her name. We had Art Woodruff on last week, and he is the mayor of Sanford. And man, the push.
Let me tell you about Art Woodruff. He's a diehard Carolina fan and goes to my Carolina basketball club meetings.
Does he really?
That's good people right there.
8th generation Sanfordian. Is that what it would be? Yeah.
I don't know. Tar Heel. That's what I said, Jim. He's a Tar Heel.
And he had two grandfathers that were also the mayor of Sanford. So I mean, his family is steeped in running small local government. So I took his word for it. And
he's a smart guy. Seriously, he's a smart guy. And I don't know if you know Megan. She's smart as well, and she's not some old crotchety mayor. She's probably one of the younger female mayors we have in Florida.
Yeah, and she was really anxious. Matter of fact, after the interview with Art was done, Mayor Woodruff, I should say, he was the one I said, look, if you know any of these other mayors in the area who would love to get the voice out and kind of say to their constituents what exactly is going to happen, or at least what could happen, feel free to do that. I mean, I got an email from Mayor Slade that afternoon. And she could not wait to get on the air, so we'll talk to her at 5:20. And, of course, I know that your buddy Jason Garcia also did a giant piece in the Sentinel about it. And you forwarded me his number to talk about it as well. And now the national institutions and economists are getting a hold of this plan. And I haven't seen one person who says it's going to benefit the people from Florida other than, obviously the tax money in your pocket. But what's going to cost people, I'm not sure it's being illustrated quite well.
Yeah, that's right. And so today, the latest development was that virtually every serious financial ratings firm in the country came out and said this is going to be bad news for cities. We're talking about like Moody's and Fitch. These companies that have been around, if not generations, maybe a century, right? They've been doing this, and they're like, it's gonna strap their bond ratings, among other things. And if you think about it, it would work the same way for you. If all of a sudden, you made $100,000 a year, and then somebody said, well, not from now on, you're going to make $75,000 a year. Well, then the bank's like, well, you can't do the things you used to do. You can't get money to renovate your house at the same low rate, and you can't get as much of it to begin with. But the most interesting thing to me that you and I were talking about is so firms like Moody's and Fitch, these firms don't have any ideological bent. These are just finances. That's all they care. And they're coming on the heels of pretty stern criticism from institutions like the Wall Street Journal, which is a very conservative, one might argue the most conservative newspaper editorial board among a major newspaper in America, and an organization like Florida Tax Watch, which all they do is dog taxes. And part of the reason is, one thing that everybody says is that nobody vetted this plan or understood what the impacts was going to be. And, we talked about it last week, and afterwards I hung up. I don't always do this, but I thought I didn't do a great job of explaining what some of my beefs with it are, because we talked about the entitlement thing last week. And,
yes.
and I believe with that. People don't want to pay for the police, but they damn well expect the police to show up when they need it. Well, you tell me how you want to pay for them, because it's got to be paid for one way or the other. But the other problem with this scheme is it shifts the burden, and it totally excludes renters. And renters make up a giant portion of Florida and the United States and Central Florida, and an even higher percentage in Orlando. They get absolutely no benefit from a homestead tax exemption. To the contrary, their taxes are almost certainly going to go up, because that's the only thing that can be raised when the residential ones get. And that's the beef that, like the Wall Street Journal and groups like Florida Tax Watch talk about. This is a major shifting. It's almost a mini Bernie Sanders in some ways. It's a shifting of more of the taxes to the institutions and the businesses and the rental property.
Yeah, 100%. And I do believe, and we get pushback on it really bad. I mean, the interview with Mayor Woodruff, man, the texting service absolutely melted down, and very few people were saying, "Hey, look, I'm not for this," because people see the number and they think this. I mean, I've talked to my wife about this 100 times, because she goes, "Well, how do you expect people who, when you're telling them they're going to have another $3,000 or $4,000 in their pocket every year, how do you expect them to vote against that when all the other stuff you say isn't affecting them on their daily basis as they see it?" Like, in other words, I don't have to take my kid to the park. I don't have to do these things that our money pays for, the property taxes pay for. I would rather have that money in my pocket. I would rather have that $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,800, whatever it is, back in my pocket. And it's hard to argue that. But, and again, I just want, it would be nice if somebody could illustrate exactly what's going to happen. That's why we've invited these mayors to come on. And even when we invite them on, most of the feedback that we've gotten is, well, they need to learn how to spend the money better.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to, commissioners don't need to make that much, or, we don't need garbage pickup, or maybe we don't need this or whatever. And I'm like, well, you guys, if you're headed for a pay for kind of scenario, I mean, are you going to take your garbage to the dump every month? I mean, every week, are you going to do that? You're going to load up? Are you going to take it there? Are you going to do all these things? Are you willing to pay to get into $30 to watch your kid play baseball because that's what it costs to turn the lights on and cut the grass and pay for the insurance policy in case he gets hurt? I mean, these are all things you have to consider. But most people, even when faced with that, they'll go, "I'll figure it out. I just want that money in my pocket."
Yeah, Jack, you were going to say something.
No, it's just it's so short-sighted. A lot of people think, I don't use that, so it doesn't affect me. So,
right.
And I even saw the post saying, well, why am I don't have kids in the school. Why am I paying school taxes? Because we all benefit from an educated populace.
Well, what did that person do? Just out of curiosity, from age 5 to 18. Because there's a whole lot of people who go, I don't have kids, so why should I pay for taxes? Well, who the hell paid for you to go to school, pal? I'm just curious how you think that works. And Jim, I think you remember the first thing I said to you is, I think this is going to pass. I would be very surprised if this does not pass. And when we talked about it last week, it was one of the few times where people took their frustration from listening to the radio to my email. And they were like, I normally agree with you, but I'm voting for this one because my taxes have shot up. And by the way, they haven't shot up. I mean, if you own the home, that's literally impossible. There's a cap. We have a Save Our Homes. It's been in place for 3. You may think they're too high. You may even be right that they're too high. But I think a lot of people look at the total cost they have to live in a house, things like insurance, which have absolutely shot up, sometimes 20 or 30% a year. But your homes, your taxes on your homes cannot by law go up more than 3 or 4%.
Yeah, per year or whatever, something like that, right?
Well, unfortunately, it's an election year. And they needed a win to be able to go back to constituents and say, look at what we did this for you. And so they can't go after the insurance companies because, again, it's an election year.
Right, yeah.
They need that money to fill their coffers. So instead, they come up with this plan, which is robbing Peter to pay Paul.
I mean, here's the thing: your cost is going to go up somewhere. That's the other thing, and I hope the mayor really your cost has got to go up somewhere. I mean, if you want any of these services in your counties or your cities, they're going to have to create your building permits. Maybe go from $150 to $400, or maybe that happens. Your sales tax goes up in your county. Your gas tax goes up in your county. The money will have to be made to even pay for basic services in counties, and I just hope people see that.
Those are actually, Jim. Those are very good, very concrete, and very realistic examples. And by the way, those are also become more regressive taxes when you talk about sales taxes. And I think part of the problem is we've got this sort of dialogue, this rhetoric that's so extreme. Like, people will say it's theft to have to pay taxes on my house. Well, I mean, you've paid taxes for all of your life. Every time you've bought a Coca-Cola, every time you've bought a new air conditioning unit, a new car, every time you bought a gallon of gas. That's how. I mean, I keep coming back to this line. We're running a society here, pal. Yeah. I mean, there are ways. If you want to go retreat to 1,000 acres in Montana, you can probably start your own commune. But if you're living in a place that has sewer systems, that has garbage pickup,
electricity,
that has cops, that has paramedics that you expect to be at your house within 5 to 10 minutes when you have a heart attack, that's how we pay for this stuff.
Off of the narratives. So it kind of sounds like we're trying our best to go the Netflix, Hulu, a la carte option. That's what's being proposed, as in hey, instead of one thing, now it's just going to probably cost more overall, but now it's going to be now you get to choose sort of thing. Am I picking up on that kind of correctly?
You mean like an a la carte scenario?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
there's some of that, but I think when Jim just mentioned the building fee, that's a really solid example. So your average person, Ross, isn't going to be probably choosing a building permit, but that's going to absolutely have an impact on building in general. If your fees double or triple on those kind of things. So, yeah. And the thing that I find interesting, the one thing that's made me a little more interested in discussing this than I probably would have, because I was probably just going to write it off and say this is going to pass, is I have found it interesting that solid economists and conservative thinkers have come in and said, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And when you have the Wall Street Journal, I mean, and they sounded sad when they were writing this editorial. They used words like, we're disappointed in Ron DeSantis.
I saw that.
Liked Ron DeSantis, but this is not the way a thinking finance person does things. And you know what? If it was a smart plan, you wouldn't need to start and convene a special session in 28 hours.
Right, yeah.
Which is the grand total of time they used to discuss.
To me, that's the dead giveaway of the entire thing, is how quickly it was kind of cobbled together and then thrown out there. And then, of course, when you have a Republican-dominated, House and Senate, it's going to make it through. It just has to be put up there for the most part if it's not completely brain dead. But I am kind of interested in how it got through so quickly and how it got on the ballot so fast. But, and look, the last one I saw a poll that said, and they basically asked, would you vote for it? It was an 80% approval.
I that's what I expect. And here's another thing to watch out for that we haven't even talked about yet is, do you remember that whole Hope Florida scandal? We don't need to get into all that, but it was basically about sending state taxpayer money to help defeat an amendment. In that case, it was a marijuana and abortion. I'm going to be keeping an eye on how much state taxpayer money is spent to help pass this thing, because it's part of the governor's agenda. And the irony in that will be incredibly rich for using tax money to defeat to pass a proposal that's predicated upon the notion that local officials are wasting tax.
And by the way, people are texting in as we're talking about this. I'm like, what about schools? This does not touch schools. That's right. And by the way, the lottery, and people are like, well, doesn't the lottery pay for schools? Yes,
No.
It was supposed to initially subsidize it, but now
that's all of it.
That's all of it now.
That's all of it.
It's, so
the lottery was a shell game, right? And the only reason we mentioned schools was, as you said, one of you mentioned that people are like, why do I pay for schools? That is a point. But yes, the lottery, we've written about this a lot of times. It was a shell game. It's called the education lottery. There used to be money that was designated for schools. They stopped using that, replaced it with the lottery. The Orlando Sentinel did an in-depth investigation about 10 years ago and found that 20 years after the lottery had started, Florida was actually spending a lower portion of its budget on education than before it started the, quote, education lottery.
Yeah. And then, occasionally when we do mention this, I got the last time we got a text that came in and said, look, I'll protect my own house. I'll put out my own fires. I don't need the cops. I don't need a fire department. I can take care of all that myself. I want to own my property outright and all this other stuff. And I was like, look, man, I understand what you're saying. The problem is you live in the U.S. and unfortunately, to run this society, like you're saying, it takes tax money to do that. Property taxes, I think, raise 72% when you look nationwide of the taxes that keep communities going, or it's some ridiculous number of that nature. I was reading this morning, but it is the basis of how we keep these communities running.
I think it's.
And I'll leave you with this. I know we got to wrap things up. I really like that you're talking to mayors, because that's the question I've been asking. What's going to change?
Right.
Just be honest. And nobody wants sky is falling, Chicken Little stuff. What's actually going to change? I've said before, I don't think Orange County is going to have a gigantic impact at the way these bedroom communities are going to get absolutely slaughtered. Oviedo doesn't have massive manufacturing. DeBerry doesn't have massive manufacturing. What they have is residential property taxes. But the last point I'll make is it's very interesting. There are a number of former Republican lawmakers, legislators, who are now mayors in towns around Florida. Ask them what they think of this plan.
Yeah.
I have yet to hear a mayor say this is going to be great for our community or our economy.
Scott, my number one thing with this entire thing is no one has made a cogent argument for it. That's the number one thing. And I'm catching so much hell in the texting service with this right now. The show is saying it's all doom and gloom. The issue is I haven't heard one person, not a ranking Republican, not a former Republican, not an economist that we know we can trust. Not one person has stood up and said, this is going to be great for the state, and here's how and here's why. Here's where this money is going to come from. Here's what it's going to replace. Here's how we're going to keep these communities going while we get rid of this. And I'm doing air quotes here. This fraud and abuse thing that we hear all the time. This is how we're going to do that. Nothing, not one syllable about it at all.
And statewide,
if you don't like what Jim's saying or what I'm saying or what Jack's saying, nobody likes what Jack's saying. Just Google Wall Street Journal editorial Florida property tax. Just Google, read this. These are people who are hardcore conservatives, fiscal conservatives, and they predict chaos, and they say it was incredibly poorly thought out.
Well, yeah, by the way, we just got the Polk County Property Appraiser website has a breakdown of how much less revenue each government entity will lose if property taxes are cut. Some of these small communities are going to get raped. That's the word he used. That's not my words. But, Scott, we always love hearing from you, man. You can read his columns every single Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. You guys get up good and loud for Mr. Scott Maxwell. What do you say?
Yay! To be happy!
All right, there. Be good, big boy.
All right, we'll get back to silly and stupid next
week.
You
got it, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in 1 sec.
Robots don't get hungover. That's why they can't work here. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. We're going to be seeing a couple of pop-up storms as we head through the rest of the evening, but things should start to quiet down as we head into about sundown. Now, the main story across Central Florida over the next 3 days is going to be the heat and humidity. Highs, especially Thursday and Friday, are going to be in the mid and upper 90s. And we have a lot of humidity, and that's what's going to be making it feel over 110 degrees through the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by OUC.
Is your AC working overtime? OUC customers can upgrade to a high-efficiency HVAC system and get money back with rebates. So staying cool means saving more. Don't just go green, get green. Visit OUC.com/getgreen.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congratulations to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that transfers when you sell. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's TRUST to 20129.
AutoNation's July 4th sale means savings worth celebrating. Right now, drive new and used cars with zero down. Plus, make zero payments for 90 days. Thousands of vehicles, thousands in savings. Put zero down. Make zero payments till fall on all your favorite new vehicles. Don't miss out. Save now through July 4th weekend only. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation. Less stress, more go. 90 days to first payment on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details. Expires 7/5/26.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
It was the night before Father's Day, and all through the house, Dad slept in his recliner, completely passed out. The TV stayed on, volume low, soft, and slight, as Dad dreamed of gifts from Academy, the kind he'd like. Of a Turtlebox speaker with the whole day ahead, no plans, no errands, just Blackstone's lit red. Titleist golf balls for an easy swing. Magellan Outdoors, take on anything. Because tomorrow's not just Father's Day, you see. It's Dad Christmas at Academy. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Fun can't lose.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
The first Top Shelf Country Cruise showed out. The bar's set at exceptional. Don't miss the second sailing in March 2027 aboard the luxurious Celebrity Summit, departing from Tampa with stops in Bimini, Key West, and Cozumel. Plus, performances from some of your favorite country artists, including Riley Green, Chris Young, Lauren Elena, and Randy Houser. Our price guarantee locks in your best deal the moment you book. No surprises. Don't settle for anything less than Top Shelf. Reserve your cabin at TopShelfCountryCruise.com.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world is listening.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or Avacincaptad Pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleegroup.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So when Scott Maxwell says that we will go back to being silly and stupid next week, why don't I believe him? Thanks, bye.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim, there's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yes.
And so is Sauce Daddy.
Should have been a model.
You should have been a model, yeah. If you did not get your 2 clues for the Search Your Ace Off contest, we have it out there right now. It's realradio.fm/ace. We dropped 2 clues today, and there's some meat on that bone, guys. There's some information out there that could help you out. So you want to make sure you get over there and check it out. Yes.
I'm usually not one to really stick up for Ross, but you seemed a little dismissive.
About what?
About him being a model. Like, you kind of just threw that aside. Like, yeah, you could be a model kind of deal.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Do what I did. Just go to rosscomedy.com
okay.
and look at that picture. That guy could be a model.
I could be a model, but here's the problem. I smoked Newports for 12 years and it shows. And I didn't rock a lot of SPF during tournament golf days. So my son's been beaten by vitamin D.
Yeah.
And it's been destroyed by menthol cigarettes.
So you might not be around for long, but that short window you have, you could get some gigs.
God, dude, a Newport. Sorry, my bad.
You crave cigarettes still?
Every now and then, especially when I'm hammered.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants.
Have you ever tried to quit?
No.
You've never tried to quit? I mean, smoking cigarettes?
No, I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes. I haven't smoked a cigarette in probably, I don't know, when was the last time I asked one from you, Deb?
5-6 years?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I thought she was going to say 5-6 minutes.
Were you a regular smoker in the day?
Oh, yeah, dude. I was blowing ports through my nose.
Like pack a day type thing? Or?
Yeah, basically in the teens.
Yeah.
And if I had 2 beers, we could say goodbye to a pack. Was sayonara $7? Hey, that was 2014 prices. Come at me.
Was it 10? How much is a pack of cigarettes now?
Oh, man. I mean, you can get points and...
It depends on where you get them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anywhere from $7
to $10 or $11.
Yeah.
Do you buy them by the carton though? Is that what you do? You don't? Why not? Don't you get a better deal?
Probably just don't want to lay that much money out right away.
Interesting. Yeah, because I know when you go to if you're part of one of the box stores, I think Costco and Sam's, don't they sell them or no?
I never look.
Yeah.
And I'll be for real. The one time I bought a carton, I was like, never again, because I was throwing them away. I was like, I'm rich.
It's so funny. When my wife smoked,
I'm cigarette rich.
When my wife smoked, like in prison, when my wife smoked, it was the common trope. It was like she'll send me a text, hey, pick me up a couple packs of cigarettes on the way home. Pick me up a couple packs of cigarettes on the way home. And then after a while, I would just show up and realize I was pretty much always going to have to pick up a couple bags of cigarettes, right? So I remember I bought her a carton of cigarettes one time, and she got super pissed off at me. She goes, I don't want that many. It makes me feel like I got to have a problem. Yeah, she did. She says, I don't want that many because it makes me think I have a smoking problem, and I just smoke a pack a day. I'm fine.
You missed the play. The play is you buy the carton of cigarettes and you keep it in your car. And then every time she says, bring me a couple home, you just take it out of the carton. And then that saves you 5 trips.
In a nutshell, I feel exactly that same vein for that emotional reaction. I don't buy me a carton.
Yeah.
Now I feel like real bad. That's also why I've never quit or even really tried quitting nicotine, because I am so afraid of finding out how bad it really is.
Well, I will tell you, buddy, she tried to quit 5 times before she was finally able to kick it. And I think the third time, if I remember right, was downright sad. I mean, it was downright sad. It really was, because I remember walking into the bedroom. She's sitting on the edge of the bed. She has her head in her hands like she'd just gotten the worst news of all time. And I'm like I'm like a guy. Like, I forget. I was like, baby, what's wrong? And she just lifted her head up and she looked miserable. She had been crying. She was like shaking. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel this drive and craving inside, and I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I don't know what to do. And I just got in my car and I went and got a pack of cigarettes, and I gave her a cigarette. I'm like, it's going to get easier. You're making good. I mean, it was like the third day she hadn't smoked, or second day, and she was coming unglued, dude.
Yeah.
She was literally coming unglued.
And to the people.
She wasn't even she wasn't smoking 3 packs a day or anything. She smoked a pack a day, maybe. Maybe sometimes not even that.
I mean, I'll share this. Fully regret this nicotine addiction. Really wish I didn't have it. I could say it with a smile because I'm a crazy person, I guess.
Yeah.
But absolutely, all the times when I was young and older people telling me like, "Don't do this." They were right.
Yeah, my son got on that whole thing. He told me as well. He goes because he was doing the vaping thing, and he's like, "Look, man, I hate this." And he's like, I hate it. But if I don't hit that vape pen, if I don't get that nicotine, I hate that more. And but he's finally starting to slowly wean himself off it. And I don't think he does it anymore. It took him a year.
Yeah, I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll butt chug some Chantix, man. I don't care, dude.
And that's a weird thing too, by the way, the Chantix thing.
Yeah. I had a friend who did it, and he never really recovered, I think.
Yeah, my mother-in-law did it. It scared her to death. Jack, how did you quit, by the way? Because you smoked back in the day, right?
I smoked for 3 minutes.
Yeah, nothing. All right, 407.
It was like, what? Oh, you got to pay for it? Never mind.
Deb, do you ever... what do you not regret? It's not like you wake up every morning going like, it's not like I spend every hour going like, oh, I wish I didn't do this. But
do you wish you never started?
Yeah, I guess that's the question.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't hurt her mom. Boy, they love it. I mean, it's like a kind of a bonding thing, isn't it? You guys.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because it's something I could change, and if I regretted it, then I would change it.
Yeah.
So why spend the energy regretting something you're not willing to change?
And some people just really enjoy it.
Because I would make the argument is because of the addiction aspect of it is that it would be out of our control.
How much you smoke it?
Control is an illusion.
What's the average thing? Like a pack a day smoker? I'm curious what the total cost is just in cigarettes alone. Not even health benefits.
Yeah.
What you're paying for cigarettes alone.
What
does a pack cost?
Like $8.
I know.
I'll consider that while I have a can of Coke. And
right.
$8.
Yeah. Pick your addiction, right?
But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like anybody can get addicted to anything, but I'm not. Like TV and nicotine are two radically.
Yeah.
It's the reason why cocaine is radically illegal. If
right.
it wasn't so addictive. I mean, that's just going off of American history when it comes to, there once was a time when it was like socially accepted.
It was
Gen
in your sodas.
Z is bringing it back, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't think it ever really went
if you guys
anywhere.
remember the cigarette thing and the video that we watched for What'd You Do That's New of those 2 young kids riding their motorbikes across China.
Yeah.
And they were smoking cigarettes, and they had commented it to each other about how cool they look. And I was like, boys, no, you don't.
Hey, hello to the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
No, I was just thinking, you guys look like you have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, they did not.
And why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, you have decades of proof as to why you shouldn't be doing this. But for some reason, the Gen Z is bringing it back.
All right,
It's a shame.
Pack a day is $3,000 a year at $8 a pack, and for 57 years, if you smoke for that much, it would be $166,000.
Well, the good news is I did not smoke coming out of the womb, so
it's a quarter of the cost of my golf.
I'm okay with that.
All right, 407-916-1041, text us 77031. I found out something today online that I did not know existed. I knew it existed for dudes, but I had no idea this existed for ladies. I'll tell you what it is next.
Your chance to win $2,500 is just minutes away with the $250K USA giveaway. Presented by HBN Bath on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You're going to get caught up in some typical slowdowns starting to form on the major roadways this afternoon. There's also a couple accidents that might tie you up on I-4 eastbound before State Road 408. The left lane's blocked. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before Central Florida Parkway. That's off to the shoulder. 429 northbound at US 192. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Gainesville Hospital.
HCA Florida Gainesville Hospital has opened its doors, featuring state-of-the-art technology and nationally recognized physicians. More convenient access to high-quality care. HCA Florida Gainesville Hospital, located at I-75 and Archer Road.
You know, that mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans as well. It's not just home loans. And if you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then today is your lucky day. And that's because that mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, that mortgage guy, Don, has your back with over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. And you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hello, I need a new electrical outlet.
We are learning about pickleball today.
Okay.
Isn't that a funny name?
What about my electrical?
Pickleball.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, it's like miniature tennis.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need electrical work in your home, you need a trustworthy electrician who can clearly explain how to solve any dilemma. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
How will we ever defeat the British?
By remembering what we're fighting for. General. A country of our own. That will one day celebrate 250 years. How will we celebrate, sir? By going to Headquarter Hyundai, for the revolutionary Hyundais for Less sales event.
Hyundai, sir?
Yes, thousands off. Plus, they want any trade, paid for or not, at Headquarter Hyundai. Here. With revolutionary reductions on 250 vehicles.
It sounds glorious, sir.
Oh, it is. America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. New Tucsons, Elantras. Pay thousands less and get 0% financing for 60 months.
What about payments, sir?
Headquarter Hyundai will have the best lease programs of the year.
It's revolutionary. Hyundai's thousands less.
And they want any trade-in. At Headquarter Hyundai.
Just off I-4 on Reinhardt Road in Sanford, Lake Mary.
HeadquarterHyundai.com.
And no tax, right, sir?
Well, plus tax and tag, visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Kick off the summer stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hey, it's Jack, and in a shifting market, selling your home shouldn't add more stress. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you don't have to worry about repairing your scuffed-up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer program allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Take it from one of their clients, Selena, who said, Mark Spain
Spain Real Estate was phenomenal. Prior to working with Mark Spain Real Estate, my house had been on the market for over 3 months with no success. After I met with Mark Spain Real Estate, they completely turned things around for me. I closed on the sale quickly, just as they promised. With over 13,000 5-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
At Rental World, we've served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete saws and more. For a limited time, BR600 blowers are $50 off. FS56RC trimmers are $30 off, and more deals in store. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Lionel Messi is now tied for the most World Cup goals ever. He scored 3 in Argentina's first match last night.
Lionel Messi! First career World Cup hat-trick!
Messi will have a chance to break the record on Monday. Tonight, Panama takes on Ghana and Colombia will face Uzbekistan.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Travel. That's travel. Enter it now.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
I quit smoking May 19th, 1996, 3 miles out in the Ocala forest on a dirt bike, come around a blind left-hander, swamp buggy coming the other way, hit head on, broke both legs, in the hospital 9 days. When I finally woke up, I said, I need a cigarette. The doctor and family all said, no, you quit smoking and haven't smoked since. Y'all have a good day.
They just
That's all you need. It's the power of suggestion.
Yeah, it's a coma.
It's a
man.
coma.
You quit smoking.
Try our new.
I quit twice.
Try our new product. It's called Head-On Collision. You too can stop smoking. All you have to do is tempt death.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're in a coma for those first 3 days, which is when it's going to be the roughest,
Right.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I mean, that's a little lemonade out of lemons right there.
All right, coming up in about 20 minutes or so, we'll talk to Oviedo Mayor Megan Sladek. She'll be in to talk about the property tax initiative and how it's going to affect people in her community. So tune in for that. If you're looking for some answers, these are people who actually run these cities, build these budgets, and maybe they can answer some questions. If you have any question for Mayor Sladek, you're welcome to pop it in now, 77031. That way we can get them on board and read them. And if we find one that really kind of hits a point we think is super important, we'll bring that up to the mayor, and maybe she can give us some answers that you need before you cast that vote. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. All right, so this is what I learned this morning that I did not know happened for men or for women. Now, can we say, I mean, can you guys think of anything that is usually when you hear about it, it's specifically, God, there's no way to do this. I'll just do it like this, all right? What do we know about massage parlors?
Well, I mean,
the happy ending.
Some of them, right, we've heard, have happy endings.
What?
Now, some of them, of course, we know the ones that we hear advertised are above board. They're therapeutic massages, whether it be your deep tissue or Swedish massage. Mm-hmm. You go in there. They're very well established brands. What are some of those brands out there? What are the ones?
Massage Envy.
Massage Envy's one for sure.
Hand and Stone.
Hand and Stone is another as well. But the happy ending thing is the question here, okay? It's primarily, when you hear about the happy ending, who is the customer?
The dude?
It's a dude, right? Have you ever heard of a massage parlor that does female happy endings? That's not a thing, right? We've never heard of that, have we?
I haven't heard of it, but I would assume that it's happened a handful of times.
Well, we can
handful.
We can assume the other happens. We don't even know, really. I mean, we can just assume.
True.
Well, we do know because Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
But we do know that happens because people have been busted doing it. Not one time have I ever heard in my life that there are happy endings for females at massage parlors until this morning. This morning I was on Instagram kind of flipping around, and a woman basically talks about her experience at a massage parlor. She's in an open relationship with her husband, so there's no issue here. She talked openly about it and how she went to a
Talk about my algorithm. Holy hell. I'm looking at kittens wrapped in blankets.
It went to a massage parlor.
Holy crap.
A massage parlor and got a happy ending from a guy. Like a guy tweaked her or whatever. I don't think it was.
Well, when you think about it,
for a second, it wasn't sex. They didn't have sex.
It was the pause. It was hearing the gears grind.
He's diddling. He's doing some diddling there.
women used to just have to go to the doctor for that.
Yeah. I know, that's right.
I think the mayor just turned around.
Yeah, great lead-in.
But the thing about massages, dude, people get turned on. It's a physical, not everyone,
but it's wild that we've had these conversations about guys for years, guys. For years, we've talked about the happy. It's a running joke. The fact that Deb knew immediately happy ending, and never once have we ever assumed that this happens for women.
No.
Why?
Men mistaking a woman's orgasm. Oh my God, Jimmy. This just happened?
Jim.
Breaking news.
What? Have you ever heard
This is the first time.
Have you ever heard of a woman going to a massage parlor to get pleasured?
No,
nobody has.
I
haven't.
think of that would be.
Yeah. And there's a reason why. It's because it's less than 1% of the instances. 99% of the time, it's going to be a dude. I mean, you know this. It's the same reason why she knew about happy ending. It's because there's going to be a screaming minority of the time where a woman would be getting the happy ending.
I know, but it's wild.
Because it's a trust issue, right?
I would think it's because dudes are kind of piggy. We're a little pig-like sometimes.
Also, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, and once the blood starts flowing south, all of a sudden, I think priorities can change real quickly. Not every guy.
And it goes back to the safety issue.
I would say...
I go in for someone to pleasure me, and I end up... Something horrible can end up happening.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, just the idea that's, I mean, like, we've talked about men even instituting this in the parlor, like these little... There used to be a joke of the monsters to be like, there's $100 in my boot, type thing, or $10 in my boot or whatever. And the whole idea was there's an extra little something in this for you if there's a little something in it for me. But I've never heard that same kind of mentality flipped on its end and had that apply to women. Where a male massage therapist, while giving a massage to a woman, by the way, which my wife has got.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Jimmy just have a realization?
She likes the massage guys.
Massage guys?
But what I'm saying is, I could not imagine a woman getting a massage from like a professional masseuse and then having that even kind of approached. Like, how would a male masseuse even offer that as a service? Oh, by the way, we provide this as well.
I have a cramp in this area.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know.
Well, no, that's exactly what the dudes do.
Isn't it? I mean, I can't say I've got $10 in my boot.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no universal way of saying it. Jim went this weird Toy Story route. I don't get it either.
There's a $10 in my boot.
I told you it was a joke. It's just a running joke.
No, I know. If only you'd seen Toy Story, I know it's the joke of there's a snake in my boot.
He's never seen Toy Story?
No, it's
just the first one. Just the first one.
Completely changes the whole Andy's coming. You don't even know what happens when Andy shows up.
Do you think that our wives would even tell us if they were approached?
Would you tell your wife? that you got a happy ending and a massage.
No. I would definitely. I mean, I would never get one. But what I'm saying is,
you almost fell into that trap.
Tough,
You saved that. That was masterful. You're the Morpheus of marriage.
That was like Olympic skydiving right there.
I would never get one. But the thing is even if someone like asked me to do that, like if anybody said, "Hey, by the way, I offer this service as well," I don't know if I'd ever tell my wife about it.
I don't think they would offer that because it's still being against the law. It would have to be something I would assume that would be instigated by the customer, right? Because anything else, I mean, you offer that service, and that person that you're massaging is an undercover detective, and I mean, you could be causing yourself a whole lot of problems. Whereas that's where the whole joke of "there's $10 in my boot."
Only a Sith.
I hate it when you say it like that.
Only a Sith speaks in absolutes. Of course, the majority of the time, it's definitely the guy, the massagee, the guy getting massaged, who's like, "Well, what about, down
Are there
south?
any extra services you offer?
I was wondering if, there's a Tijuana thing special, or
you have a crotchal program."
But
crotchal.
I have one friend, and I won't say his name. You guys don't know him, but he had the whole happy ending.
Really?
He did, and he was walked up to. We were right out of a strip club, and all of a sudden, this is my favorite phone call I've ever gotten from this guy because it started off with "dude."
Okay, that's
last night. And I'll never forget, but we got out of a strip club. We were like 23, and this Romanian guy shows up in the parking lot going, "Do you like massages?" And then my friend was like, "Not from guys like you." And then next thing he knows, he's going to a place, gets a massage, and he got. Should I be sharing this?
Yeah, no, you should not.
Apparently somebody texted us at 77031 that Denise Richards talks about her happy ending she gets on Real Housewives.
Who does?
Denise Richards.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, come on, dude.
So that's a thing, though.
And someone, because women don't have big mouths, we can keep secrets.
And also, I just don't think, I don't know. I'm not saying that women are less or more sexual. I think across the board, it's kind of an averaged out between the two, but I do think men are just so aggressive.
And it's immediate with dudes. That's the thing, is we can go from zero to that back to zero pretty quickly. Women don't really do that, and it has to be a kink for a girl, right?
No.
You don't think that the woman has to kind of almost want that to happen for her to be able to allow herself to enjoy it?
I think that would depend on the woman. I think, what has been sold is the whole blue aspect, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
When there's no release?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for women, it's 12 hours for her body to go back to where she was.
Oh, really?
Pre-arousal.
Uh-huh.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's like my dryer.
Oh, man.
It just takes forever.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, it almost has to be with dudes, it's already kind of built. It's a built-in fantasy that we've heard about for years. You're getting a massage, everything's great. Next thing you know, the masseuse, who's obviously hot and wearing a super short skirt, kind of bumps into it on accident, like your hygienist does occasionally.
Yeah, it's like getting pulled over for a traffic ticket. And the next thing you know.
Right, there you go. But I don't know that women have. Do women have, fantasies like that?
What hygienist do you go to?
It's a joke, Jack.
Okay, just checking.
And I'm never giving you the address.
Got my teeth cleaned. That sure didn't happen.
I said on accident, clearly.
I remember telling you guys on my honeymoon, I got a couples massage, and I really want my massage just to be as haggard of an old woman as possible. I don't want to
go any reaction.
Yeah, I want some Shrek fingers getting into me.
Especially if you're lying right next to your wife and you roll over for that peck massage. The next thing you know,
exactly,
it's got a
teepee.
Yeah. It is, but shout out to the women though who are pro happy ending, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a boss ass move.
It
is
a boss ass move, 100%. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Oviedo Mayor Megan Sladek up next.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
The husband, his wife gets eaten by a hippo. He's big mad, very upset now.
Why?
Oh, he's. You're a monster, man.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
You're going to get caught up in some typical slowdowns starting to form on the major roadways this afternoon. There's also a couple accidents that might tie you up on I-4 eastbound before State Road 408. The left lane's blocked. There's a crash on I-4 westbound before Central Florida Parkway. That's off to the shoulder. 429 northbound at US 192. There's a crash off to the shoulder getting cleared up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. Thousands of homeowners have trusted us for their blinds that are easy to order, affordable, and guaranteed to fit. You measure at home, install yourself, and enjoy blinds made exactly for your windows. Blindster.com.
Listen to me out there. If you're selling a home, before you make your move, before you sign anything, please contact the Nickley Group. See what these guys can do for you. They are the best real estate company in all of Central Florida, and they've got receipts, man. On average, they get 6% more for their listings than their competitors, and even better, they sell those homes twice as fast. Why would you not want that? That could be tens of thousands of dollars. Look, man, the real estate market's always changing, but here in Central Florida, it's not like in Peoria, Illinois. It's not like that at all. This is a crazy market. You need real professionals to make sure you don't make a big mistake that could cost you money and time. And if you're buying a house out there, again, the same team, nobody's going to look all throughout Central Florida to find that home that checks all the boxes for you and your family like the Nickley Group. And then when you start factoring in their VIP program, guys, it really seems unfair to the realtors. You're talking about free appraisals, free home warranties, even free moving trucks and supplies. And what I think the biggest cheat code in real estate is this early access program, access to off-market properties before they get listed. You get first dibs on some of the best homes in Central Florida. Can't lose. Guys, they even offer a guaranteed cash offer. That means no showings or open houses, and that deal can close in just 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
The Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by the Home Builders Network. For years, we've been talking about the Home Builders Network, and Mike, the home builder, he's a fourth-generation craftsman with over 36 years of real hands-on experience. This is who you need to reach out to when you need a new roof, bathroom, windows, doors, or even gutters. The Home Builders Network, right in the past nominated by Orlando's Best for Best Windows and Doors. Also a Best of Florida nominee for Best Roofing Contractor. You can follow the Home Builders Network on Facebook and Instagram, see their recent work, and when it comes time for those bigger projects around the house, reach out to Mike and his team at hbnusa.com. Again, find them online at hbnusa.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. This summer, we're turning up the heat on other dealers with all-in pricing online at greenwaykias.com. The price you see is the price you pay. No games, no surprise fees, just easy upfront pricing. Plus, get rates as low as 0% APR on select new Kias and a helpful finance team working to get you approved even if your credit isn't perfect. It's the summer sticker sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit, offer expires 7/5/26. Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Choose your wild this summer at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Get closer than ever at our largest, most immersive animal habitat, the all-new Lion and Hyena Ridge, opening soon. Delight in high-energy indoor shows and cooling water rides. And stay later for summer nights with Coasters After Dark and all new drone and fireworks spectaculars on select dates now through August 9th. Go wild this summer at Busch Gardens. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our 4th of July sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
When you've got a one-track mind, you go where the cravings take you.
Welcome to Racetrack.
Breakfast that satisfies. Snacks that sing. Drinks that refresh. It's a stop that pulls you in. We don't blame you for having a one-track mind, because once you stop at Racetrack, no other stop will do.
Same time tomorrow?
You know it. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you. All based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What confuses me about the property tax is everybody seems to be all or none. Either we're going to pay no property tax or we're going to pay our regular property tax. Why don't we just get like a discount? You know what I mean? Like, if we paid like 20% of our regular property tax, we'd save a buttload of money, but we still would fund into our communities and our municipalities.
I've paid purchase price, interest, insurance, mortgage insurance, and property taxes on a home for 30 years. I don't really own it though, because the county can come and take it if I can't afford a property tax bill. If something happens to me and I can't afford my property tax bill, they can take a home that has cost me close to $1 million. How is that fair? In what world is that fair? They lost the plot. They spent money where they shouldn't. The basics is what needs to be paid for. That's it.
There you go. And by the way, that is, she put it perfectly, because that's basically the argument we hear against this for this every single time. That is the argument right there. Small government, the government wastes money all the time. We only need the basics, the cops, the fire department, and the stuff that just keeps the society running, and then everything else, all the other icing on that cake, that can be gone. That can go. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. And as promised, we invited the Oviedo mayor. Her name is Megan Sladek. She's here with us today, guys. Good and loud for Miss Megan.
This is awesome, a mayor.
Hey, Mayor, how you doing?
Doing real well.
Yeah. Let me ask you real quick before we get started here. Why did you want to be mayor?
Oh, goodness. I looked around and thought, who is better equipped to say the hard things out loud and to do what's right, even when nobody likes it?
Yeah. Did you run under a party affiliation?
No, this is a nonpartisan office.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So you are the mayor of Oviedo, which is a bustling little area. If you're not familiar out of the area, Oviedo at one point was voted one of the top 50 areas in the United States to live, which actually caused a major boon to the area, which you guys have seen incredible, massive increase in not only businesses but people who have come over there. I lived over in that area for quite a while, and as we were leaving, we noticed the unbelievable amount of construction and traffic that comes with that,
and the growth of UCF,
the growth of UCF.
And the chickens, they're a big draw.
Right, all of that stuff. So, when you hear what that young lady just said, and she makes a valid point, right? She does make a valid point. You paid for your home, it's paid for, you've got the mortgage, everything's there, you've got the deed to the house, but yet the county, if you get behind on your property taxes, could literally take your house from you. That's one of the arguments I hear. As a city leader who builds these budgets, what do you hear from your constituents, and how do you kind of rebut what they're saying?
Well, in Oviedo, over 100% of what we pull in property taxes is used exclusively for police and fire. So what that means is we can't, with what we're getting now in property taxes, run police and fire. So most people believe that those are essential services.
Right, yeah.
We will have to scale them back if this goes through and if property taxes are phased out for these people.
So what does that mean that you'll have to scale back? Does that mean that one city or that the county will have to take over for Oviedo's emergency calls?
Well, that's just the thing. So if we say, okay, well, we don't have enough money to do it, we're going to boot it to the county. Well, the county doesn't have the ability, if this were to pass, to collect anything additional either. So nobody would have the money. That's what would happen.
So what we hear is community amenities. The parks and recs will be the first thing to get bolted up.
Absolutely. You got to go look at what's not police and fire.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be alarmist. It's just, I'm a pretty thrifty, low fanciness person myself. So I look at a lot of this parks and rec stuff and say, how many people actually use this? Not the majority, but a majority of people do like when something happens when you call 911. So police and fire have to be prioritized. But yeah, we have a pretty hefty Parks and Rec budget. It's like, $7 million, and our fire department's $9.9 million. So that's a big chunk right there.
Right. And do you think people, if this does pass and communities like yours in Winter Springs and those areas start kind of bolting up these giant rec areas where people play baseball, football, soccer games, and all of this kind of goes away and it goes into an a la carte system? I mean, do you think that's what's going to happen? And then not to mention, fewer cops, fewer fire services?
Well, it's going to have to be that way. So cities are allowed to create a fire fee. They're not allowed to create a police or law enforcement fee. Counties are allowed to do that. So the county could create a separate millage to fund the sheriff's department, but it can't be in a fee form. So even that millage, if made separate, would still decrease a lot. So that wouldn't really help. But that would give them a little bit of a way to make up the difference if Oviedo were to cease having a police department.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, on the closing up the facilities, that is probably what would happen. I don't think it would be a la carte. I don't think we would have enough money to keep them open in this a la carte way because nobody's going to want to pay the prices it takes to actually fund keeping them open in the condition they're in right now. We have a 30% cost recovery rate. So for every $1 you pay to use a facility, taxpayers are bolstering that with another $2 behind the scenes.
Right. I'm thinking the major complex on Redbug up there on the way to Oviedo, that's just right in that Winter Springs Oviedo area. There are a series of basketball fields, soccer fields, and every single Saturday and Sunday morning when you go by there, it is absolutely inundated with families with their kids out there enjoying that time for soccer leagues, basketball, baseball, whatever the case may be. So that would be gone.
I don't know how they would keep it open for much longer.
Yeah.
And everyone says, just privatize it. Give it to somebody else who will privatize it. Well, the reason government is in that business is because nobody in the private sector will do it at that price, at that loss level.
Yeah, interesting.
It's like our local libraries. People assume are held under, the Florida Department of Education, and they're not. They're under leisure services, and that will be one of those first areas that are cut. Now, Jack, you go first.
Well, I was just going to ask, speaking of libraries, what happens to the libraries in Oviedo if the property tax bill goes through and you suddenly have less money to deal with?
Well, the libraries, how are you going to fund them? I don't see how those stay. I don't see how they stay there. On the upside, things like Audible exist and ebooks. So people who value those services, if you've got enough money, I guess you can just go replace those things another way.
What are the big? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deb.
No, I was just going to say, but for someone like myself, my mom raised, 2 kids as a single mother, and the library was the best free entertainment for a family. It's a safe place where parents can go, kids can go find books they want to read, you can find movies you want to watch, you can find music you want to listen to. It's free, it's local, I get my library card and my voter identification card wherever I move. Those are the first two things that I get. So what a huge resource to be lost for families here in Florida.
And Oviedo, you can walk to it. My big kids, they walk to the library for years, and they come home with piles of books. And there's movies there. There's all the things are at the library. So to replace that with a subscription-based for-profit service, though it's available, it's going to cost more than the little bit of my tax bill that goes to it.
What's the number one thing that people will realize if this passes and goes through? What's the number one thing that residents of Oviedo will realize immediately once it goes through?
I think they're going to notice the parks being closed.
Yeah.
Before they'll notice that we scaled back on police and fire.
Right. Jay, I got a question.
And I know people question, why do you have to close the parks? You just leave them sit there. Well, you have to have insurance for that, right?
Yeah. So the insurance people will not let us keep open a park that's not maintained. So if you don't, paint the playground equipment, if you don't close it at sunset, if you don't have a fence that's working, like the insurance people won't insure you. And the state legislature just increased the amount, the sovereign immunity level. So like we have extra liability now because of the state legislature, and then we just can't keep the parks open.
Right, yeah.
So we have plenty of listeners texting in questions. One reads, I'm tired of hearing they will shut down things. They have to reduce the frivolous spending and they will be okay.
Yeah.
Well, the frivolous spending would be the parks. Like that's the only frivolity we have in Oviedo.
Right.
And that's most of the communities, right? I mean,
there's no frivolity in the police and fire department.
Yeah. What are you hearing from people? Obviously, when this was mentioned, you probably started getting inundated with emails and questions from people who live in your community. What are some of the questions they're asking you?
Well, why do politicians get paid? That's a valid one. For everybody listening, I get about $18,000 a year. So you can cut that out. That's hardly anything. Yeah. There's just they want to know what we can cut, and I throw it back to them and say, here, look at the budget. You show me.
You show me, right? Yeah.
Because we cut a lot.
And that's the big thing that's happening right now. Jason Garcia's column. I know that one we mentioned earlier before we came on the air that you had already read it. You thought it was amazing.
Yes.
That's really kind of showcasing what that is. And by the way, I think that's the whole idea. Like, hey, look, do us this favor. I mean, we understand that you're upset about this and you would love to have that money back in your pocket, but please go to each one of these communities, look at their budget, and you tell me where we can cut this, where we can keep other services. Please. They're literally begging people to go and give them ideas for it. And like I've said, when Scott Maxwell was on the air today, I haven't heard one community leader, not one in the area, regardless of party or affiliation, say that they think this is a positive for the state.
Well, I think there is a positive side, and that it is forcing conversations to happen about efficiency that some local governments just don't want to have.
Okay.
In Oviedo, for example, I have for years said, we need to look at potentially getting some efficiencies by consolidating police and or fire with the county. Because, could we eliminate some administrative positions? Yeah, we could do that. But does that mean that it's free to provide those services? No, they don't become free if we have the county do it. The county would then need a portion of how much we used to need to do it separately in Oviedo to provide it at that level. So either way, it may be a little bit smaller, but it's not going to be nothing.
Yeah, we're talking to Oviedo Mayor Megan Sladek.
No, I just wanted two things, actually, Megan. Someone had texted us at 77031. I just want to assure anyone who's texting us and thinks that we're editing what we are or are not going to ask, here's proof that's not the case. They need a line-by-line audit to find out what they really are spending on and cut what they don't need, but this won't get read to her.
Oh, well, so go to my Facebook page. It's, facebook.com/Megan Sladek. There is a link if you scroll down in there, and I'll repost that link when I get back to a big computer, to the entire line item budget. It's almost 300 pages. I posted that a couple of weeks ago and said, here it is, guys. Everybody look at it. Tell us what to cut.
Yeah. And the problem is, I think that just people hear that they want to, I say the problem. Look, I completely understand this. When people, my wife and I were talking about this just the other night. She goes, well, how do you look at somebody who's paying, $1,800, $2,500 a year in property taxes, and when they hear the idea of getting a large portion of that back or not having to spend it, how do you tell them if they're behind on their bills or they want to take a vacation? How do you tell them that's not a good idea for them?
Well, first off, the governor's calculator that's posted is wrong. One of my high school interns has been trying to contact his office, and she's mobilized all the other high schoolers that are in these math clubs to say, hey, your calculator is wrong.
Yeah, good luck.
Right? It hasn't worked yet. I've
No.
talked to members of the legislature to let them know.
Isn't it funny how truth comes at a very slower rate?
Yeah.
Isn't that fun and not frustrating at all that justice takes a while?
Well, hopefully they figure it out, because people are under the mistaken impression that they're going to get a bigger rebate than will happen. So in the city of Oviedo, for example, the average savings is going to be somewhere between $700 and $1,200, because their taxable value is just not that high.
Right.
So to get $1,700 back, we're going to outsource police and fire. We're going to close all our parks. I mean, I like $1,700 too.
Yeah.
But do I really want to go through all this hassle of figuring out how I'm going to reproduce my life and preserve the quality of my community?
Yeah, but for people who don't use those products, it's so easy for them to say, well, we don't need that because I don't use it. Jack had mentioned this earlier. I mean, I was just talking about in Sanford, if you want to put your boat in the water and the boat ramps are insured and they're maintained by the city, and you want to put your boat in the water, I got horrible news for you in Sanford. They're going to bolt those up. You're not going to be able to use the boat ramps in Sanford or Oviedo or anywhere else that goes to a body of water, because those are run by the government and they can't insure them, they can't maintain them, therefore they will not be open.
They won't be.
They will not be open. And I was just thinking, well, if you want to pay $100 to launch your boat, so they can that money will be used to maintain that boat ramp, and you're like, well, the city won't do that. They won't be, because you'll have to still have somebody to even maintain that part of it, and they'll just bolt the things up. They won't care.
Well, here's another really scary aspect. Somebody also texted that one thing, if fire services are cut, is the impact on the community's ISO, the Insurance Service Office rating. This will potentially impact our homeowners' insurance costs.
Oh, absolutely. So the city of Oviedo is an ISO 2. If we were to consolidate with a county, Seminole County is actually ISO 1, which is a higher rating. So there could be potential additional savings to offset some, there's like a potentially double benefit. But here's the kicker. The city of Oviedo runs its fire department at less cost than the county right now. So if we were to consolidate, which everyone seems to think is a great idea to save on some administrative costs, our cost to residents actually goes up.
Really?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as people think.
No, we do the math.
Frivolous spending. Come on.
We do the math every single year, and there will come a time when it will make sense to do that, probably. But yeah.
Can you raise a city tax? What could you do in your city with your power as mayor? I mean, does this have to be voted on? That's number one question. And secondly, could you increase a sales tax or a gas tax in your city, or do something like that to try to create revenue to at least kind of make up some of this? But you're talking about
that's a great question. Yeah. So we cannot create a sales tax. Only the counties can do that under state law. We cannot create an income tax. We can create some fees, but they're limited. We can create a fire fee. We already have a stormwater fee, water fee, sewer fee, things like that. But we can't have a police fee.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and a lot of people also say, when we talk about when I say the statement, not one municipality leader, not one mayor, nobody, no city manager, no one has ever texted us, and we've been talking about this for 2 weeks now, to say, hey, I think this is a great idea, and here's why. It is.
Well, no, but I did before say I think it's great in the sense that it's forcing discussions that are very difficult for local level leaders to have, because it is politically unsurvivable for a local person to say, hey, let's talk about what we're going to cut from parks.
Right, yeah.
So now we have to talk about these things.
Right.
And we have to affirmatively have everybody say, okay, well, yeah, we do want these. Or police or fire, whatever it is.
Mayor,
all the sacred cows are on the table.
What would be the concern? Because the talk from Tallahassee and people are reiterating it here. It's like, well, Governor DeSantis said, well, the state will make up the difference.
Oh, he lied. So that's what his plan was, but that's not what the legislature actually adopted.
No, they took that slush fund out of the language, and I think it might have something to do with the fact that Florida's projected to have a deficit in 2 years.
We're going to have a deficit at the state level, and that was pulled out. All of any language that might have existed to force cities and counties to fund police and fire first, there is no such language. So this lawsuit saying that the language is deceptive, that's an awfully kind and gentle way to put it. I believe that the ballot language is untruthful because it does not preserve funding for police and fire.
It does not.
It does not. Absolutely not. So we could choose to not fund those first. We could choose to fund Parks and Rec and say, county, figure it out.
What about the idea of, like, when this was initially mentioned, it said, well, what you're going to find is some counties or cities are going to have to combine their services and provide, that way they can, I guess, consolidate their services. And this would be like, for you guys, it would be like maybe Oviedo, Winter Springs, and Sanford, maybe?
Well, that doesn't help because you still have to have X number of fire trucks to cover the amount of square miles that it covers. So all you can do really is eliminate some of the top administrative positions, and everything else, maybe you get more buying power. But a fire truck used to cost $800,000. Now the going rate's $1.2 million. What can we do?
Yeah.
And if you close down the parks and it takes longer for fire or police to respond to calls, what does that do to the property value of your home that you're now saving your tax money on? It doesn't seem to me that property values would rise in that situation.
Here's another important aspect that I hadn't thought about this before too much, but someone had texted it earlier, and that is, I'm also curious if people are aware of the psychological damage a loss of community can cause. There's got to be a connection between quality of life to crime increasing because of it.
Oh, absolutely. So a great book to read if you've never read it is A Libertarian Walks into a Bear. And it chronicles a town, I want to say it's in Connecticut, that from the American Revolution on, all these people just hated taxes and they didn't want to have taxes. And the very last chapter of this talks about what the quality of life and the property values are in this town where they got their wish, and what the quality of life is in the town that doesn't have this town has the volunteer fire department. Everything's kind of fallen to pieces. And then one town over, they're not paying that much more in taxes, but that's a place everybody wants to live. They have a community festival. Everybody from the libertarian kind of town, they go over and they enjoy the fireworks next door.
Yeah, they don't want to pay for it.
They don't want to pay for it, but they
sure want to see it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that comes up too, and we're so short on time here. We got to go. But the other thing too you hear is frivolous to them is like Mount Laura's Christmas lights or downtown Oviedo when you put up the Christmas lights or decorations to make the city feel festive in those times when we're really kind of enjoying life and not going through the grind so much, and fireworks shows and things like that. And it's so funny. It does, what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Meisterburger Burgermeister, right?
Oh yeah.
No toys, no fun, no nothing.
Just wash your socks.
You don't need it. Wash your socks. You get one toy and that's it. You should be fine, kind of thing. It really does have that kind of brownish gray feel to it, doesn't it?
It does. And I must confess, I have been a party pooper who has voted not to have fireworks in Oviedo to save money.
Yeah.
So
go to Winter Springs.
That's what I'm saying. They're right next door. That being said, everybody in Oviedo, the vast majority, love those fireworks, and we have like 30,000 people show up to see them. So they may not like paying for them, but they sure come out and watch them anyway.
Yeah. In your heart, you think it's going to pass?
No.
You don't think it's going to pass?
No.
I saw a poll that said 80% of the people who took the poll is 1,000 people. And
self-selected people. You got to go look at the statistics of who is a renter in Florida. And 30 to 40% of people are renters. And any renter who has a brain will not vote for this.
Yeah.
Any person who owns their own home plus any other investment property or is a small business owner paying rent, those people, if they're using their brains, will be like, this is going to ruin my triple net lease. Because your taxes are going to go sky high if you're not in the favored group. So I think it probably will not pass.
Well, Mayor, I can't thank you enough for your time. We're so short. I'd have you in for an entire hour to talk about this. It's fascinating. And anytime you want to come back, if you get any more information you think would really help people understand this legislation a lot better, we would love to hear from you.
All right, appreciate it.
And if you know any other mayors that you think would love to come in, city managers that you think could benefit from getting the word out about their city and municipality and to let people know that are paying taxes or living in their communities, what this is going to do to affect their community, please just forward that to me. You have my email address. I would love to have everybody on. This is an open forum. I think it's a very important piece of legislation, and people need to really know what they're voting for as much as any. I really do believe that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Give it up. Good and loud for Mayor Maida.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you so much, Mayor. We appreciate that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Load them up. It's time for trivia. We'll do that next.
Sure, AI can mimic emotions, but it'll never understand the primal rage of spilling hot coffee on yourself while on air. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Rasmussen University.
Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield doesn't think his durability should ever be in question, saying he started every game since he arrived in Tampa. Florida football, they're a finalist for a prize recruits commitment. Three-star linebacker Trey Gaithers, he'll announce his decision coming up on Thursday. And ESPN says the NBA Finals were the most watched since 1998, while the Stanley Cup Finals, they were the most watched in 7 years. I'm Scott Davidson.
Rasmussen University is where passion meets education, offering over 60 career-focused programs, ranging from nursing and early childhood education to business and IT. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Man, let me tell you something, everybody out there. If you're a guy, let me tell you, it is Men's Health Month, and that means you need to get your butt over to Life Imaging and get this free heart scan. And with Father's Day around the corner, this would be a really good gift for your dad. And here's why, because dudes are really hard-headed. I don't know if you've met any. Men are really stubborn when it comes to your health issues, ignoring symptoms, delaying doctor visits, waiting till something feels so awful they can barely stand up before taking action. That's called being reactive. You don't want to do that. You got to be proactive. Get over to Life Imaging and get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And remember, there are no dyes. You do not take off your clothes. No injections, none of that. As a matter of fact, this entire process only takes a few minutes and it can legit save your life. So get over there and make this appointment now. And they make it so easy to make this appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Then you can make that appointment. You'll feel so much better about your life and yourself. And look, while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Solar Source is the way to go because you can cut down on your power bills. We talk about it, whether it's your property taxes, your insurance rates, the electricity you pay for. Wouldn't it be nice to have some relief there? You can do that with solar. Take some of the sun's energy, convert that to power in your home, lower your monthly power bill. That's the route I went back in 2013, and I have saved thousands over the years. You can start saving as well with SolarSource.com. In fact, during the Solar Source Price Rewind event, they're rolling back to pre-2020 solar pricing, and it's your chance to save. Get a new quote today at SolarSource.com. They are Florida's oldest and most experienced solar providers. They've been doing it since '84, and they offer an industry-leading 25-year warranty. No pressure, no gimmicks, just expert guidance. Go to SolarSource.com. Get started today. Get that free estimate. Tell them Jack from Rural Radio sent you for exclusive savings.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going home.
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
AutoNation's July 4th sale means savings worth celebrating. Right now, drive new and used cars with zero down. Plus, make zero payments for 90 days. Thousands of vehicles, thousands in savings. Put zero down. Make zero payments till fall on all your favorite new vehicles. Don't miss out. Save now through July 4th weekend only. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation. Less stress, more go. 90 days to first payment on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details. Expires 7/5/26.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Dad, why do we always make gumbo on special days?
Because it brings everybody together, and because it's a tradition that's been passed down for as long as I can remember. Your grandma made it, her dad made it, and now it's our turn.
How do we remember what goes in it?
Grandma taught me most of it when I was young and watched her cook, but I have her old recipe card. Publix has everything else. The sausage, the shrimp, the fresh okra, and the butter and flour for the roux.
You always say the roux is the most important part.
The roux holds it all together, just like love does. All right, your turn to stir. Slow and steady.
Can I add some extra shrimp? Like a lot of shrimp?
Now that's how you put your name on it. Your grandma would be proud, little chef.
Share the traditions you know by heart.
with recipes passed down and dishes that are rich with history, seasoned with love, and full of meaning that brings us closer. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
During the big summer savings event, get a big sum of savings at Sutherland Nissan.
Sutherland.
This month only, get $4,000 in customer cash on new Nissans, plus no payments till 2027.
Sutherland.
Or 0% for 60 months. Now that's a big sum of savings. At Sutherland Nissan and OrlandoNissan.com.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Check back to customer for 4 months. Payments start 2027. All offers with approved credit on select models.
Life's messy. Divorce, car accidents, business disputes. At TK Law, we handle it all with experience, strategy, and the respect you deserve. We're not a buffet. We're a firm trusted by our clients and respected by our peers. Our firm has been built on decades of results. Whatever life throws at you, TK Law is by your side. One team, one strategy, one clear path forward. Visit onefirmforlife.com. TK Law, your one firm for life.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy, Don.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here, and so is Ross.
Yep.
And Jack's had the Jackie Sack. What's in there?
All aboard.
Chugga, chugga.
Choo, choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
We got prizes. We got a pair of tickets to Mumford & Sons at the Benchmark International Arena August 7th. Also have a 4-pack of tickets to Monster Jam at the Kia Center. That's happening August 8th and 9th. We have tickets for August 8th, and you can be there. Monster Jam, so much fun. That's what's in the Jackie Sack.
So back to you, clickety-clack.
All right, young lady, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go to number 5.
5 it is. Lisa, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Lisa, want to play a little game with us?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Sounds like Bart.
All right, Lisa, this is a real easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is a lie, Lisa.
What?
But if you can find it, I'll send you over to the old Jackie Sack. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You got it. Here we go. On this day in 1987, Grammy Award and Pulitzer Prize winning rapper, controversial Super Bowl performer. He's not a fan of Drake.
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar was born on this day. That's right.
Wow.
Here are 3 fun facts about Kendrick and 1 lie in A minor. All right. We're talking about rapper Kendrick Lamar here, Lisa. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, he's won 15 Grammys. Number 2, he was a straight A student in high school. Number 3, his full name, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Or lastly, oh man, my computer just rebooted. Or lastly, he's named after R&B legend Kenny Hendricks, a founding member of The Temptations. Which of those is a lie?
Number 5.
No, that's not the one.
That's not even an option.
I'm not gonna.
It's not even in all my days,
I'm all
dude.
done. I'm all done with
She
that.
said number 5.
1, 2, 3, or 4, Deborah.
We're going 2.
2. Tougher job today because there's still every question's out there. Jake, how you doing, Jake?
Good, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, we're talking about Kendrick. He killed Ross. It has killed Ross. We're talking about Kendrick, buddy. Which one of these is fake? Number 1, he's won 15 Grammys. Number 2, he was a straight A student in high school. Number 3, his full name, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Or lastly, he's named after R&B legend Kenny Hendricks, a founding member of The Temptations.
I think he won more than 15 Grammys, so A?
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner.
Yay!
Yeah, he's won 20 Grammys. There you go. You are a winner, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. And we are obviously against time because we ran the mayor a little bit long. He was a straight A student in high school. His name is Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Oh, man.
And he is named after R&B legend Kenny Hendricks, a founding member of the Temptations.
Now I get why he calls himself Drake.
No, who, him?
No.
Lamar.
Oh, sorry.
Lamar, yeah. He calls himself, well, it was K-Dot for a while, right?
Yeah,
K-Dot?
yeah, it's still K-Dot.
Yeah. He still goes by that?
I mean, robbers have multiple nicknames.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
And a couple other things you may not know before we get over to Ross Thoughts. He's married to his high school sweetheart.
Really?
They literally met in 10th grade, and they've been together ever since, even through all of his fame and stuff.
Isn't that like Snoop Dogg, too? Isn't he with a high school sweetheart?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm not 100 on that.
I would be. That's a shocker to me if that's the case.
Yeah, he's a straight edge artist. No alcohol, no drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, and then lastly, he used to have a severe stutter, and he cured it by writing poetry, which is how he found out he was going to be a hip-hop artist or a rapper as well.
And I want to say it was like his English teacher that was like,
yeah,
hey, yo, dude, this poetry's pretty good.
It's exactly how it happened.
Really?
And then that's kind of what kick-started, like, him even more so being a creative.
Yeah, 100%.
That's cool.
30 seconds, thoughts.
Oh, Jim, this is about to be the best tease of all time. Man, let me just be straight up. This is going to be one of the best Ross Thoughts because this is one of the craziest days of my entire life that we will be talking about for today's Ross Thoughts.
All right, we'll do that next.
Jim, you've been super disappointed me in the past. And after the break, guess what? Good news. You're going to be even more disappointed.
All right, we'll do that next.
The Monsters and the Jim Colbert Show. Broadcasting live from Mount Dora, July 3rd. Details at realradio.fm/freedom.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Eastbound on the Beach Line near Greenway Main Toll Plaza, the right lane's blocked. I-4 eastbound before Saxon, that crash has been moved off to the shoulder. Traffic still backed up before you head over St. John's River Bridge, though. You're going to get stuck on I-4 westbound from Celebration all through Champions Gate. We got some clouds rolling in, slowing down traffic on all the major roadways. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. Thousands of homeowners have trusted us for their blinds that are easy to order, affordable, and guaranteed to fit. You measure at home, install yourself, and enjoy blinds made exactly for your windows. Blindster.com.
Want to sell your home, but you want to make sure that it sells on your timeline? Work with the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty, and you've got options. Skip the hassles of a traditional sale and close on your home in as little as 14 days with the Nickley Group's Guaranteed Cash Offer program. Or take advantage of their Buy Before You Sell program and avoid the stress of having to sell your current home before you buy your next home. Go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Looking for a workout that doesn't feel like a workout? At Crush Yard, wellness is all about movement, connection, and fun, no matter your skill level. Whether you've never picked up a paddle or you play every week, pickleball gets your body moving and your stress levels down. Adding great food, refreshing drinks, and a social atmosphere, and it's wellness you actually want to show up for. Learn more at crushyard.com.
Breaking news. It's the Red, White, and Boom 250 event. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi. RC is on site in DeLand.
Jan, we're celebrating 250 years of the USA. With 250 vehicles, thousands off. We have vehicles under 20 grand with payments under $250 a month. And I'm paying thousands more for trades at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Ma'am, why are you so happy?
I got an Outlander Sport for just $249 a month.
If you want a deal, you gotta see RC. And you, sir?
I still owed on my old car, and you got me out of it.
That's right, I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Plus get 0% financing, for 72 months.
They got 200 certified pre-owned, many under 20 grand.
It's a Red, White, and Boom 250 event. 250 vehicles, thousands off, and a lifetime warranty.
At RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand.
And they all must go before the 4th of July. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com, that's RCHill.com.
25 Outlander Sport, $5,000 down, $249 a month for 84 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag entitled to qualified buyers.
The game started. Call your dad.
I'm on it, Ma. Hola, Pa.
Hello, hijita. I can't hear you. I'm at the stadium in Monterrey. Goal!
Here
easier to shout goal together. Get nonstop talk, text, and data in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada with T-Mobile, America's best network. Switch on the T-Life app or on T-Mobile.com/connectate. On qualifying plans not for extended international use, you must reside in the U.S. In primary usage must occur on our network. Best based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active. And it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
People are loving what's happening now at IDC, the lowest finance rates in America. That's right. Now, for a limited time, you can get 0% financing for 5 whole years on just about every piece of jewelry in our showroom. So you can get that $8,000 engagement ring and pay just $134 a month, or that $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings at just $67 a month. International Diamond Center makes it happen with this incredible limited time offer. Just pick any item and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, even certified diamonds are included. Whether your budget is $2,000 or $200,000, this is the smartest way to buy. Hurry in to take advantage of this once-a-year event. 0% finance rates till 2031, store-wide. Only at International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The first of 4 matches today is in the books, and the result is a bit of a stunner.
It's finished here. Great game. Portugal won. DR Congo won.
DR Congo frustrates Portugal, who was one of the pre-tournament favorites, as the two sides play to a draw. It's the first time Congo has ever earned a point in the tournament as they make their first World Cup appearance in 52 years.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, it's Jansen Trucker. As an MP, I can tell you, massage parlors are at any Army base. Fort Bragg, out the front gate, walking distance. Fort Riley, within a 2-mile area of the front and back gate of Fort Riley, Kansas, there was 10 massage parlors. We instruct not to arrest anybody unless they were drunk and disorderly or failed to pay the bill. It's a thing. Later.
It's a fact, he says. All right, 77031, that's how you text us. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Oh, yeah, Jack.
It's funny.
Oh, yeah, Jack.
Sometimes.
Let's go, Jack.
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce. It's Ross Thoughts.
Today's Ross Thoughts is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, HomeLoansRadio.com. That Mortgage Guy Don, by the way, he also has a radio show every Saturday on your favorite radio station. What radio station is that? That's Real Radio 104.1. That Mortgage Guy Don, my personal hero. I am here to tell you guys something, man. Boy, I've been so excited for today's Ross Thoughts because this is a slack rattler. This one's a slack rattler. Jim, if I were to ask you what is the most disappointment I have ever caused you, what would you say? I don't even think you remember this. That's one of my favorite things about you. Is that all the bad times you forget as much as the good times?
Well, I don't know, buddy. I mean, when I get short notice that you're not going to be in, it's not the greatest thing ever.
Okay, yep. I'll tell you before this.
Oh, yeah.
It was years ago. Years ago when I basically came out and confessed.
You came out?
Yeah, I confessed.
No, Jim is accepting he would not be disappointed if that was the case.
He's going to love you no matter what, Ross.
When I showed up 24 hours late, on time, but 24 hours late.
Oh, yeah.
To my jury duty.
Yes.
I thought it was like May 5th. It was actually May 4th, and I showed up on May 5th, and they were like, bruh.
I was upset that you didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, and you know what?
That is a civic duty that you should adhere to.
I am happy to say that I did not listen to you. Now, bear with me. This is a journey. I told you you're going to be even more disappointed in me, but I'm calling it right now. By the end of this, you won't be as disappointed.
Okay.
Everyone messes up.
They do, no question.
Are you telling me you've made every car payment?
Not in a million years. I've made myriad mistakes in my life.
Right, and sometimes you got to touch a hot stove. Listen, amongst yourself, grab your rock bottom moment. That one big societal ask that you just blow right by. You're gonna tell me you stopped at every stop sign?
No, but there is an age when that should become way less frequent.
And I had my last go because I was called for jury duty again.
Were you really?
Wow.
And guess what I did?
No, you did not.
I blew right through it. I did, Jim. I'm so sorry. I said, nah, you can't stop me. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. And then they sent me another piece of mail saying, we're about to fine you. And I went, all right, when's the date? And
Did you just think you were above it?
No, I don't know. I told you. Remember, you were talking about you haven't made every car payment.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
this is
different.
jury
duty.
That was the first mistake. You've done it twice.
I've done it twice, yeah.
Why the second time?
Apathy. I just saw nothing but gray on the horizon that is existence for those couple of weeks. And
Well, that's just your 30s, but you still have to do jury duty.
I know. I'm not good at this. I'm not saying I'm the hero here.
And after the gray, Ross, it just goes black.
It just keeps getting darker.
It does, man.
That's the coffin door shutting.
So I go ahead and blow right through this jury duty.
Can I ask you to explain blow right through? In other words, you knew it was coming and you decided. You made the decision to not go. It was beyond you just kind of forgetting or putting the date wrong in your phone. You just said you're not doing it.
Yeah. I was going through something, man. I was a bad couple of weeks.
What were you going through something, dude?
It's just hard, man. Life is hard. But check this out. I told you. Jim, watch it. Skirt.
You're blowing through it right now. This is the third blow through. Yeah, dude, you're just blowing right through it again.
All right, watch this now.
Okay.
They hit me with another piece of mail going like, yo, man, you gotta, what's up, dude? And that's verbatim. Orange County government letter.
They can jail you over this, can they not?
Well,
yeah.
I believe
contempt of court.
What they threatened me with was a fine.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, I was in a better mood when I got that second piece of mail. And I immediately, don't know why, I had the Jim Angel on my shoulder. Caw-caw! Just straight eagling.
Okay.
It's not going to win him over, but good luck.
I then took it seriously. And I emailed them back. I have like 4 different reasons why I should not be part of any jury.
Right.
This microphone being one of them.
Right. And that's why I would say just go. You're never going to make it to a jury. Your job is I've been to 3 jury selections. The instant I walk in, they go, I know you. Get out of here.
So
30 seconds. I'm not kidding, dude.
This time, I don't know what got into me. I was in a better mood. No one's perfect. And I felt like it's time for me to take a patriotic U-turn.
Yeah, you hear that, Deb? He was in the mood to be a patriot. He was in the mood to be an
Listen,
American.
I'm not a perfect human being. And I'm not saying that I'm a hero. I'm just saying that for once, like you said, maybe I was a little older when that second piece of mail hit my mailbox.
Yeah.
I opened it up. I responded to the email saying, I'm so sorry. I missed this date. I did not tell them why. because it was just off the brick, untouched, raw apathy.
So you lied.
No.
I just didn't tell them the truth.
You don't have to give him an explanation.
It's the American way, Jim.
He's apologizing.
I said you lied, and your response was?
I didn't tell them the truth because they didn't ask for the truth. That's literally how this country is being created right now.
Did they ask for a lie?
They did not ask for any reason.
Okay.
I just told them straight up, like, hey, I wasn't there.
My bad.
My bad. Can we reschedule? They go 7:30 a.m. this past Monday. You've got to be there. And it was this past Monday, whatever the date was. Dude, I showed up 7:25. I'm looking good, too, right? I'm dressed, deodorant, cologne.
You mean like every other human leaves their home?
Not for jury duty.
Okay.
Not at 7:30. That's what I learned. That's some people watching. Dude, I show up at the courthouse, and there's probably 400-500 people in this room.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Groups of 50, getting all of our numbers called.
Yep.
Hours and hours and hours. And right before 12:30, it's 12:25, I think.
Yeah, your last name starts with a P.
They call my number. I go in with my fellow group. We all get new numbers. What number do I get? 69. And I'm upset because I'm like, I can't look like this and have the number 69. Oh, look at that. The stoner crush dude.
Yeah.
Dude stoner got 69. Look at the surfer guy with 69.
What'd you wear?
What do you mean, what I wear?
What did you wear to this?
I looked good.
But what did you wear?
I wore jeans.
Okay. A t-shirt or a collared shirt or a button-up shirt? What kind of shirt are we talking?
I'll be honest with you, I'm struggling to remember.
Okay, very nice. That was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
It was 2 days ago. It was early.
Literally. We could count it in hours if we'd like.
They call my number, Jim. I had no idea what I was into. I had no idea.
It wasn't even a least bit interesting to you?
No, it was beyond interesting. And this was a life molding experience that I get to look at you and go, bud, you were right this entire time.
Right.
I should have been taking this seriously since day one.
It's content for you. Are you out of your mind?
Well, I mean, that's one way of looking at it. But look, did we Freaky Friday? I'm thinking about the patriotic civic duty that is at the end of this. I'm not even thinking content, but I am thinking like I'm going to say everything that's happening during this on this next radio segment and on the next episode of Good Sauce with Ross and Joel that gets broadcast at 8 o'clock tonight. And Jim, did you know this is how far I got into this jury selection? I'm in the room with the murderer.
Yeah.
Alleged.
Oh, really? You had a murder case?
Murder?
Damn.
Murderer and rapist.
No way.
It was a rape and a murder. It was a rapist and a murderer.
Can he even talk about this?
Did you
get
red-haired?
He didn't get selected.
No, I didn't
Accused.
Accused.
Yeah,
Alleged.
It's alleged, Maria.
But straight up, dude looked like he kind of did it.
Really?
and he looked like it.
And that's why you're not on the jury.
Oh, yeah.
One of the main reasons you're not on the jury. Like, I know that shirt. That guy did it.
Are you ready for this, dude? Guy number 68, because I'm 69, listener.
Oh, no way.
Forgot his name. It's like amenity or annuity or something.
Okay, both of those work.
Okay, but his name is 68 for this.
Okay.
I kind of like nudge his shoulder and he recognizes me. We start chatting it up. I'm like, engage, trying to, make a memorable thing. I nudge him on the shoulder. I look at the stenographer, right? And on her little typing machine, it said court nerd, but it was in cursive and the O it was a sunflower. So it didn't look like it said court nerd. I don't think I have to spoon feed that a little bit more. Maybe I do. The word court in cursive without an O looks like something I can't say.
Okay.
So I nudged the guy on the shoulder and I go, dude, does that look like it says court nerd or does it look like it says something else?
Right.
He sees it. He goes, starts laughing. We're in the middle of jury duty, dude. Now people are looking at us. And I'm like, what the hell?
You're a menace.
Dude, you ready for this?
Jim, you wanted him to go.
Are you ready for this? I'm ashamed to say this, but I made the murderer, rapist, alleged, accused. I made him laugh. I made the whole room laugh. Bro, I made the whole room laugh. The judge laughed.
He's doing his tight five.
Are you ready for... I'm not making this up. I was so shocked that even the fact fact that the monster's 40 feet in front of me, alleged
monster.
Alleged. And all of a sudden, dude, everyone has a microphone, and we are saying what hardships we have about why we shouldn't be selected as the jury, right?
This is your opportunity to get out of jury duty. What, you get your kid that can't get a sitter or whatever the case may be.
Judge tells me straight up, it tells the whole room, you may be sequestered, which is evidence, by the way, of me telling the truth that I was there, because I don't have the word sequestered in my vocabulary.
Yeah, which means that you would live in a hotel room with no other input into your life until it's over.
No access to media, social media.
Right, the whole thing. And I can't believe the monster's in the room.
Alleged.
And I'm staring at this alleged monster, dude. God,
what does this person look like?
Oh, like a POS.
Yeah.
Like a monster.
Do you know the case? Did they say the case?
Oh, I have the case. I don't want to say it. That's when we start crossing the lines. I'll tell you off air, though.
Okay.
I'll tell you on the
Is
next
it a
break.
case we know about?
Oh, it's got to be. It's a deep one, dude. It was dirty. It was bad. It was one of the worst cases. It was so bad that it made me kind of reconsider my whole stance on the life penalty, because I've never seen that much of a monster in proximity.
Wow, really?
And still, this is how I got the laugh, though. Everyone's taking turns, Jim, going my dad died. I can't make it to jury duty.
I take care of my kids. I take care of my mom who's sick. She's in.
Dude, they flex the dates of the trial right there on the screen. My mother-in-law just lost a foot. My puppy has cancer. All of these super sad things. And then it's my turn. They give me the microphone, and I go, World Cup. I'm going to the World Cup July 15th, the semifinal. And then Judge goes, and I assume you've been planning this for a very long time. And I went, oh, yeah. And that's what made the room laugh.
Oh, really?
I went, oh, yeah. Even the murderer guy was like, this guy.
He took a break from killing.
Can we take this seriously? Even the guy being accused of all these, which he definitely probably did.
Allegedly. He said probably.
I said probably, but man, if you could just see it in his eyes.
Oh, you could feel it.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
And I think even that guy was like, can this guy take it seriously? I'm dead ass serious, dude. The whole room laughed. The listener, number 68, he listens. Text in. I got to find this guy to tell you. Dude, I did pretty well at that jury duty, man. I tore down the house.
All right, get out of this and we can talk about it.
All right, those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace. Thank you, that mortgage guy, Don. I'm not a hero, but I'm not a monster.
Back in a second, we'll talk more about this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Eastbound on the beach line near Greenway Main Toll Plaza, the right lane's blocked. I-4 eastbound before Saxon, that crash has been moved off to the shoulder. Traffic still backed up before you head over St. John's River Bridge, though. You're going to get stuck on I-4 westbound from Celebration all through Champions Gate. We got some clouds rolling in, slowing down traffic on all the major roadways. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Summer starts early in Florida, which means we get more beach time, more sunshine, and more time to enjoy refreshing, sweet, and juicy Florida watermelon. The best part of summer is already here. Locally grown, fresh from Florida watermelon. There's sunshine in every bite.
When you've got a one-track mind, you go where the cravings take you.
Welcome to Racetrack.
Breakfast that satisfies. Snacks that sing. Drinks that refresh. It's a stop that pulls you in. We don't blame you for having a one-track mind, because once you stop at Racetrack, no other stop will do.
Same time tomorrow?
You know it. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited Limited single night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
Whether it's that check engine light, those streaky wipers, or that DIY fix you've been putting off, now is the time to visit Advance Auto Parts, your first stop for parts, service, and reliability. From quick fixes to big jobs, we've got you covered, along with people who really know cars. With Advance, you can always count on fast, friendly, and dependable service. Never settle for anything less. Visit Advance Auto Parts today.
Advance Auto Parts. Get to the good parts.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you, all based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
To everyone looking for a sweet way to make the summer taste even better, come try Culver's Oreo Reese's Cheesecake Concrete Mixer. Our team member Nevaeh is here to give you the delicious details.
It all starts with fresh frozen custard made with farm fresh dairy, so it's always rich and creamy. It's swirled with Oreo cookie pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, and bites of cheesecake. It's a sweet escape so good, you'll wonder how anything else could compare. From the first bite to the last, you'll taste the chocolatey, crunchy magic in every spoonful. So what are you waiting for? Come on in and try it for yourself. You know you deserve it. Let us craft one fresh just for you. Order now with the Culver's app. And don't forget to join Delicious Rewards to earn points with every bite. You know, I might go order one for myself.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
Oreo is a trademark of the Mondelez International Group used under license. The Reese's trademark and trade dress are used under license.
On Plus nicotine pouches present Comfort Chronicles. A 10 o'clock tea time. How comfortable. You show up in stretchy shorts, a breathable tee, and maybe no socks. Let the dogs breathe. While others sweat in pleated khakis, you're in your comfort zone bombing drives. And in your pocket, On Plus nicotine pouches. The softest pouch on the planet. Buy a can at onnicotine.com. Products for tobacco consumers 21 years of age or older. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you, all based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon,
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Radio. Radio. 104.1.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Even listening to that whole last segment with the mayor, I still don't feel like I know anything even enough to have an opinion about this. Like, on one hand, I'm like, work harder to her. On the other hand, I'm like, are we actually just gonna screw ourselves? I don't.
She makes $18K
it's a hard
a year.
Pill to swallow, but we need to keep the property taxes. What needs to happen is a proposal to remove property taxes, but something else to replace the income that we were getting, the government was getting.
Yeah, man.
From property taxes.
Yep, that's the question.
How about we look at some of the government officials' salaries when we're trying to save money? Some people don't need to make $120,000.
Wow, that's so
it's
wild.
not that hard of a job.
That's wild to
when
me.
we're all around here at $18 to $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just a thought. Mow your grass.
Here's some maybe alternative thinking for the property tax.
Sure.
How about it's just an opt-in or out thing? You opt into property taxes, you pay your property taxes, you get the trash picked up from you, get the recycling picked up for you. If you need the police or the ambulance or the fire department for any reason, they come to you. If you don't have it, you don't pay for it, you fend for yourself for everything.
Yeah, that's going to be real easy to employ. Oh, we have a database, so let's check it real quick. Oh, you're not on it. I'm so sorry. Hope your home invasion goes okay. Look, I mean, people text in earlier and said it's the doom and gloom thing. The doom and gloom. It's not the doom and gloom thing. But this is a serious situation, and we just want everybody to have as much information as possible before they make the decision in November. And by the way, this piece from the Orlando Sentinel, Jason Garcia, you heard the mayor herself talk about how comprehensive that piece is. And if anybody out there listening wants to go to the Orlando Sentinel, OrlandoSentinel.com, and you can see it in every one of those city budgets. It's posted right there. She says hers is up there now on her Facebook page. It's 300 pages long. She says, please go through it with a fine-tooth comb and tell me where we can trim this money.
Well, you got Blaise Ingoglia, the chief financial officer for the state of Florida, running around saying, oh, there's waste here, they can cut all this waste. So people are just repeating that.
Yes.
And just assuming that it's true.
Yeah. And then also assuming, and the other thing and look, I understand the idea of not trusting governments or government officials because we've seen enough to not. But I don't think every city, municipality, or government's out there to screw you over. This guy's saying, like, well, they get paid too much. Well, is that your decision to make? And do you know how tough that job is? You said it can't be that hard. Man, that is a really, and I'm not dogging you, dude, but that's a short-sighted way to, you don't know what that requires.
Or the education that had to go into.
She just told you she makes $18,000 a year as the mayor of Oviedo. At one point, one of the top 50 cities in the U.S. to move to. $18,000. And she does that. It's a civic duty, buddy. That's what I'm saying is it's like everybody believes that everybody's like there's this weird back room where local officials go and they get paid. I'm not saying that there isn't some waste. Matter of fact, both of these people have said that's the case. But finding it is way more difficult than you think, and they would love help. Rip through these things and send them a letter. You can email them. That's how I invited her. I simply got at my email account and emailed her, and she came in. You could do the same thing. She answered immediately. No problem.
You want to find some waste? Let's look at the governor's charity.
How about Alligator Alcatraz? That's $750 million.
Yeah.
You think they're going to help people who are paying property taxes in Orlando?
And that's not
or throughout the state. $750 million. And by the way, it could be way more. It could be into the billions for the record.
Is that
and what
all,
do we have to show for that?
Is it all done for? Right?
Yeah,
Did they wrap things up?
Yeah, it's done. They are getting people out of there because hurricane season coming through, and that is logistically a nightmare, if you could imagine. By the way, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. People are on the texting service are asking the Search Your Ace Off contest if it can be accessed 24 hours a day. The answer is yes. It is not behind a fence, just like the second stanza of the poem says. It is out there to be found. You can find it. You can walk up. You could walk up to it right now as you're listening to me with no problem, or you could do it at 4:00 this morning. So it doesn't really. Oh yeah, easily. It's in a yes.
Oh, easy. Hint.
And we'll have the other two clues tomorrow. And we've had a lot of people asking about it. The Search Your Ace Off contest. RealRadio.fm/ace. Okay, your jury duty.
Speaking of civic duty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that I'll use civic duty as a segue.
Can I tell you something? I'm glad you learned. That's the number one thing, right?
Did I.
I'm glad that I'm glad. Well,
yes.
Because I think that you thought this was going to be a pain in the ass. And can I tell you, jury duty is a bit of a pain in the ass. But it also is a painfully interesting, and it is your duty as a citizen to provide a jury of peers for an adjudication.
And is this a hot take? Maybe stop me if it is, but it reminded me, I know this is going to be a hot take. It reminded me that we do have one of the best justice systems in serving out justice on the planet. Is that a hot take?
That's not a hot take. That's a good take.
I'm not saying that.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, it's not perfect. God knows it's not perfect.
But it works more than it doesn't, I think.
When you compare it to the rest of the planet, which is all we have to compare it to, the U.S. justice system, it's not batting 1,000, but it's pretty damn good.
And by the way, why can't we say the case? Because the case is everywhere on the news. You told me during the break what the guy's name was, and the case is there.
We could.
But real quick, the only reason I wouldn't talk about it beforehand is you wouldn't want to taint the jury pool. But the jury pool is done. I mean, they chose the jury today, right?
I believe so. I think that was the last thing of the news.
I mean, can we say the story? Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It was it was the killing and the sexual assault of a 92-year-old woman.
Yes, he was dating one of the woman's daughters in an on-again, off-again relationship, and he went into her senior living apartment.
It was her birthday.
Yeah,
she came back from celebrating her birthday.
Yeah, she had just turned 93 years old.
And I was in the same room as that guy.
Oh, you're right, he is a POS.
And by the way, I read the story today. It said that he had an addiction to elderly female porn or older, or what they call, what is it, geriatric porn or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a life-molding experience, and boy, let me just get ahead of it again. Jim, you have never been more right on why you've been upset at me in the past than me just nonchalantly blowing through jury duty. Everything changed the second I walk into that courthouse.
Yeah.
Everything changed as soon as you see the high ceiling, you see... You know,
the judge,
the judge,
the stenographer, the lawyers,
everything. And that's when I started to go like, I got to be a better human about this. And there was a heartbreaking moment. Also,
fire this. This is interesting.
As I'm telling the judge, of course, that like I'm going to the World Cup. This is one of the reasons why I don't think I can make it, which is, as I say that into this microphone, breaks my heart. Because it also broke my heart being in a room full of people that were doing the same exact thing.
Doing everything they can to get out of it?
Just saying everything. Some of it, I'm sure, almost basically all of it being true.
Yeah.
But for about a little over an hour, with the monster in the room and the prosecutors, the lawyers are there, and we are just... after another saying why we don't care enough.
Yeah.
And boy... that left an impact on me. Maybe not care enough, but just why we can't be part of justice.
What's it? $35 a day? Is that what it is if you get chosen? $35 a day, I believe, for your services.
I don't even think he got to the money round.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I mean, you wonder why people try to get out of this. You know, if you have a job and you're making $25, $30, $40 an hour or whatever, and you have to spend a week in a courtroom, trying to get a guy adjudicated guilty because of what he did, which is awful, it's going to wind up costing you, $800, $900 to do that.
And a lot of people brought that up. There's also like one person who rattled off their reasoning, and I was like, all right, little TMI. She goes, I work at McDonald's and my boyfriend does not work.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, God. And this is like, there's probably like 60, 70 of us just in the courtroom going turn by turn, telling the judge why we can't be part of the jury.
Let's talk. So you never got to the question where the lawyers actually asked you questions, right, or anything like that? Do the judges ask and then they ask the lawyers if they like you or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how
there
it goes.
was a moment where the lawyers, and then they put the little white noise on. You guys know about that?
Yeah, the white noise, so you can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
The judges and the lawyers are discussing.
It just seems like a snowed TV.
Let me ask you this real quick. So I remember the first time I had jury duty. It was one of the weirdest situations ever because, do you know the story, Jack? Do you remember it?
Yeah. I think you've told it before.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Deb? Yeah. The person that I was chosen to be a jury, a jury person for, my wife and I my ex-wife and I should say, sold our house, our very first house that we bought, and we sold it to this couple that were very sweet. They had 2 kids, right? And we sold it to them and moved on. The kid that had been molested by the guy that was on trial was one of the kids that we sold the house to.
Wild.
We sold the house to a couple that had 2 kids, and one of those kids is the kid that was the victim. And the judge couldn't believe how narrow that was. But here's what I remember. Being outside waiting for my group to be called, I remember it was a very lighthearted kind of thing. You could hear people having conversation. Some people were talking. Some people were on their phone. They were wondering what it was like. Man, the instant I walked into that courtroom, I grew up a little bit that day.
Same.
And that, even as a grown-ass man that already had run a business and had kids and whole 9 yards, it just felt way more serious in that room than it did out in there. And it just felt different altogether when I left.
I grew
up a little that day. It was great.
I was not expecting at all to be in front of lawyers and a man accused of rape and murder by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Like I had just eaten beignets on my lunch break.
I think someone texted in. They said that judge said that this trial could go on for a month.
No way.
Yeah, they said they were straight up. When the judge first walked out, the first thing he says is that this is a death sentence trial. Like, please understand the gravity of this situation. And I'm over here pointing out how this sticker kind of looks like something else. I'm like, God, come on, buckle down. Get it together, Ross.
What did your wife think when you told her the story? Was she equally as like kind of
Yeah. Well, she was a little disappointed, but and then she was also like, I told you should have just emailed them.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do this.
Yeah, that could have walked. I mean, again, you get an appointment like that. If you're in a jury for a month, you're not seeing your family, right? Can you see your family when you're sequestered? Can they visit?
Ooh, sequestered? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they can. I don't believe you get any outside information because theoretically your wife could come in and say, well, he did this, he did this, he did this. Or your kids could say something as well that would possibly taint your vote.
It doesn't mean he was going to be sequestered.
That's what they said, though, didn't they?
Yeah. They brought up that I was going to be sequestered for this thing.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's a serious deal. I mean, think about it. You're living in a hotel for a month. You don't see your son. You don't see your wife. And you're making $35 a day. Somebody just texted in and said in Polk County it's $15.
Wow.
I mean, you think about
that seems about right.
If you make that kind of money, I mean, that thing it could cost you $10,000. It could cost you $10,000.
Well, there was one real estate agent when it was his turn to explain why. He was just like, I'm self-employed and I need to work.
Yeah.
And it was just...
If you're the sole provider as well.
It was just person after person for the most part, except one guy who said the World Cup. But everyone else was just saying money, financial problem. My husband needs me to work. My wife needs me to work.
It's not easy for her to say, hey, give up a month of your life to do this.
Right.
It is very important, but also the reality is people have lives.
Yeah, I've talked to attorneys before, and it wasn't Ray, but I talked to somebody years ago and was talking about this very thing. And one of the other things they say it's even more like a weird tell for them is people who really want to be on the jury. And they can tell like people who are really trying to answer to make it on that jury because they want to be part of it.
Guilty.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, Deb would be in that world. I think I'd be in that world. I mean, I wouldn't tell a lie to get it, but I would love to be on a trial like that. I don't want it to be a month.
I was being interviewed for a grand jury, and I watched people in front of me trying their best to get out of it. I'm like, oh, I got this. I'm like, I can do it. And they're like, this is Seminole County. This involves the sheriff of Seminole County, because I was part of the arrest. Does anyone here know the sheriff of Seminole County? And I had to slowly raise my hand.
Was
they
it
were like,
Lima or
thank you, sir. It was Don Esslinger at the time. Yeah.
There was
come on, man.
There was 2 times that I held the microphone. The second time is the one that I told them about the World Cup. The first time they asked you about the hardships of is there anything, about you that would get in the way of this? And when they gave me the mic, dude, I just straight up told everyone in the room, with the guy once again accused of rape and murder 40 feet away. And I just said, I plan on sharing everything that's happening today and in the future on a radio station because I find it interesting.
Yeah. How was it? What was the response? Did people know who you were?
Well, 68 did.
Yeah.
68, me and him were kicking it. We almost smoked a joint after.
Easy, stop.
My bad.
Yeah.
He was cool, though.
Yeah, very interesting story, man. That's cool.
And in conclusion, though, you are 1,000% right. I was a total idiot about jury duty. I have turned a massive corner when it comes to our justice and legal system. I know that I won't be a part of it, but I know I will never spend another day not respecting it.
Yeah, for cool. And I'm for sure. And I'm glad you had that experience. I really am.
Yeah, but that guy's a monster.
Yeah, Vamos USA. Deb, you got some thoughts?
The Gilgo Beach serial killer is sentenced. There's an alert in Seminole County, and Florida men old enough to know better. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
I said, do you have some thoughts?
Yeah.
She does, and she gave them to us.
All right,
well done, Deb.
Back in a sec with Deb's news.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, Central Florida. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Storms fizzling out as we head into sundown through the overnight tonight, but the main story here across the region is going to be the heat and the humidity. Tomorrow and Friday, we are seeing those highs in the mid and upper 90s. And with all the moisture in the atmosphere, that is what's going to be making it feel upwards of 105 to 111 degrees. So best advice, stay hydrated and take it easy.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $17.50 admission now through the end of June. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Hey Orlando, are you tired of checking a price online only to find out it's thousands more when you get to the dealership? Well, at Greenway Kia, we changed the game. Every new Kia listed for sale on GreenwayKias.com has our Greenway all-in price. That means the price you see is the price you pay, with no surprises and no additional fees. Plus, with over 1,000 new Kias available at our 3 Central Florida locations, you'll find the right new Kia at the right price every time. It's the Summer Sticker Sales Event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins for HBN USA. Is your bathroom outdated, unattractive, and even unsafe? Well, good news. HBN Bath can transform it into a beautiful, modern space that you're going to love in as little as one day. No long, messy remodels, just fast, professional results. Visit HBNUSA.com to schedule your free consultation. Plus, enjoy 0% financing, no payments for 18 months, or up to $2,500 off your project. Visit HBNUSA.com. Restrictions apply. License number CBC 1255975.
Meet Sophia, a huge soccer fan. With her Real Unlimited from Total Wireless, she's streaming 3 games, video calling her cousin in Mexico,
and running the quiniela all on my new Samsung Galaxy.
She's practically running the whole tournament from her phone.
Good thing I have Total Wireless.
Switch to Total Wireless Total Max 5G or All Access plans to get on a network that won't put you second. Plus, a Samsung Galaxy on us. Total Wireless, your own Real Unlimited. Offer ends 7/8/2026 or while supplies last. Device taxes and fees may apply.
Here's a harsh fact.
40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks, like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 407-706-9137 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 407-706-9137 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 407-706-9137 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinics treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 407-706-9137.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Are you thinking about home buying, refinancing, or just wondering if your mortgage quote is any good? It's so easy to get a free quote or compare the one that you have already at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Whether you are doing a traditional or reverse mortgage, a HELOC, or a business loan, That Mortgage Guy Don is your local expert. And he's also a lot of fun to hang out with.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland. During the big summer savings event, get a big summer savings at Sutherland Nissan. Sutherland. This month only, get $4,000 in customer cash on new Nissans, plus no payments till 2027. Sutherland. Or 0% for 60 months. Now that's a big sum of savings. At Sutherland Nissan and OrlandoNissan.com. Orlando knows it's Sutherland. Check back to customer for 4 months. Payments start 2027. All offers with approved credit on select models.
The first Top Shelf Country Cruise showed out. The bar's set at Exceptional. Don't miss the second sailing in March 2027 aboard the luxurious Celebrity Summit, departing from Tampa with stops in Bimini, Key West, and Cozumel. Plus, performances from some of your favorite country artists, including Riley Green, Chris Young, Lauren Elena, and Randy Houser. Our price guarantee locks in your best deal the moment you book. No surprises. Don't settle for anything less than Top Shelf. Reserve your cabin at TopShelfCountryCruise.com.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. So here on Real Radio, looking ahead, tomorrow starts with the Monsters in the Morning. They'll have another $2,500 keyword at 8 a.m. Your chance to win, all part of the $250K USA giveaway. Also, it's a Thursday. That means Daisy Del Toro in studio tomorrow on the Monsters. Now, when it comes time to you to look ahead for the well-being of you and your family, do it with the team at TK Law. Catch them online at OneFirmForLife.com.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group.
Hey, Carlwood crew.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but it's a commentary on my very first experience as a jurist just a few weeks ago. And my God, what an education into our justice system when that judge turns to you after closing arguments and says, okay, it's up to you, and you know you're holding someone's life in your hands. It gets very real.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Hi there.
And Sauce Daddy as well.
It's true.
We'll be on there tomorrow. Got a big show coming up for you then as well. Let's see. We have Colbert Court tomorrow. We have Chloe in tomorrow.
Things to see with Chloe G.
That's right. Ross will be with us tomorrow.
Yep.
Fun stuff.
Indeed.
And the last two clues for the Search Your Ace Off contest. I have people texting me going, I'm walking around this place and I feel like an idiot. And I'm like, I'm not saying a word.
We've had dozens of people suggest places. A lot of them are wrong.
Yes.
Whoa. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So some are right.
I feel like Deb. It's like, I don't want to say, hey.
Yeah, I have to meter my words here.
Oh, no.
But if you haven't
meter,
If you haven't seen the clues,
metric.
Just go to realradio.fm/ace. We have what's available up there right now, and of course we'll reveal the final clues tomorrow. So off you go for Father's Day weekend, and the search will be on for that brand new Big Green Egg package valued at about $1,875, courtesy of our good friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. 14 locations right here in Central Florida. And if you're going to shop for anything outdoors or tools or for Father's Day, don't sleep on Tools Ace Hardware. They have some cool stuff and always have great deals as well. Deb, let's get some news.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
The man known as the Gilgo Beach serial killer is going to prison for life. Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney was impressed with the victim impact statements given before the judge sentenced Rex Heuermann to life without a chance of parole.
They really said everything that needed to be said. And, they're not... that's not what they do for a living. They spoke from the heart.
The Massapequa Park native previously pleaded guilty to 7 murders before confessing to an 8th, dating back decades on Long Island in a case that has drawn national media attention. Judge Timothy Mazzei asked Heuermann if he was sorry, and he said, quote, yes, end quote. The judge responded by calling him, quote, a despicable, disgusting, small man and a coward, telling the bailiffs, quote, get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Yeah,
end
I
quote.
love that.
I do too.
The other thing I told you last week that he and the Happy Face Killer were having conversations. They were pen pals, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Happy Face Killer is also a really big guy, like 6'9", 300 pounds.
Nice.
And one of the things that they gleaned from the letters, because you can read everything. I mean, you have no privacy when you're a convicted killer like that, is he told Heuermann, the Happy Face Killer told Heuermann, it doesn't matter how big you are, you're going to get your ass kicked in prison. So prepare yourself accordingly. There's nothing you can do to stop it from coming.
Really?
Yeah. He told him that even in solitary, you're going to get it somewhere, somehow. Just kind of warning him. It doesn't matter if you think you are big and that's going to thwart prisoners. That ain't going to happen. You're going to get served.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Dude, I cannot wait to find out what happens to the guy. I hope he goes to prison, dude. God, I hate that guy.
Well, Seminole County officials have issued a warning about black bear activity in the area. They say numerous sightings have been reported this summer, including in Longwood, where a bear stole an Amazon package. Residents are advised to secure trash cans and avoid interactions with bears. It's also important not to feed them.
Yeah.
Be careful when you're out walking your dogs and stuff like that.
Did you see Daryl Payne's experience with it?
No.
Yeah, look at his Instagram account. He's out there fixing a bird feeder, and Penny is filming him doing it, and walking up right behind him is a black bear.
Oh!
Like literally, the Seminole County just instituted a watch for him right now.
Yeah,
because of that.
exactly. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And then finally, Lake County deputies arrested a couple of guys last week, both accused of going more than 100 miles an hour as they raced each other along US 27 in the Leesburg area.
All right, Toretto.
Now, you'd think this would be 16, 17. No. One of them was how old?
Oh, tell me 84.
Oh, I'm going to stop you now. 85.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
hell,
85.
let this guy go.
Deputies arrested 85-year-old William Bosworth, who was driving a Nissan sports car,
Bosworth.
and 57-year-old Philip Signorino, who was
Hell
driving
yeah.
a red Corvette. Deputies say they clocked Bosworth's Nissan going 110 and a 45-mile-an-hour zone, clocked Signorino's Corvette going 125.
Damn!
Both men denied to deputies they were street racing and said, hey, I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy. But apparently, when Signorino was asked by jail staff which car he was driving, he allegedly responded, quote, the one that won the Corvette.
Ah, that's so funny.
End quote. And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert
very
Show.
cool.
That's not Fast and Furious. They were just fast and curious. The guy's in his 80s. He wants to go over 80. Let him rip.
I gotta pee.
He's trying to meet death.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank that mortgage guy, Don, for saucing up our Wednesdays.
My
Thank you,
personal
Don.
hero.
Want to thank Kenny Tallier and Memphis from the Pet Alliance, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, Oviedo Mayor Megan Sladek. Just in case you missed Animal House, Scott Maxwell, or Oviedo's Mayor, all 3 podcasts have already been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Boulware for running our YouTube chat.
Unbelievable. Somebody just said that their kid's 16th birthday party got crashed by a bear, and he has video of it. He's sending to Jack.
Oh,
and by the
wow.
way, stop asking us where the thing is. Stop asking me to confirm if you're warm or cold or hot or if you're in the right place. We're not going to say a word. When you get the 2 clues tomorrow, it'll narrow it down, and I'm sure that you'll be okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, in our YouTube chat, do you smoke or vape? Not weed.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
27% say they do.
45.
Damn, really? You guys
Yeah.
got to stop that. What are you doing? Get out of here with that.
They're a mess.
Ross, stand up.
Yeah, I'll throw this out here. I'm going to be out in Orange City July 18th. It's got some time away.
Yep.
And the tickets are almost sold out. So if anybody is over in Blue Springs Brewery in that area, you can still get your tickets. Bada bing, bada boom.
You got it,
I
Ross.
think there's only like 6 left.
RossComedy.com. Go and get them now.
Let's do it.
Very nice. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Tom and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash where John Young Parkway meets Central Florida Parkway. The traffic lights are acting funny on Colonial at Hiawassee. Use that intersection as a 4-way stop. I-4 westbound at Sand Lake. There's a crash there. We got some scattered showers still in the area.